Get my mic.
Are you serious?
Get my mic. Renee, fix my mic.
I can hear you.
Fix
I can
my
hear you.
mic.
I
No,
can hear you
it's not
fine.
working. No, it's not working. There
Hey,
you go.
wow.
It's this little knob up here.
Keep fixing it. There you go. There.
We need to blow
Renee,
we
keep
need to blow
going.
some air on that thing, man.
Going.
It's
So you
this
get it
little
fixed.
knob.
There
It's
you
like-
go.
There you go. There it
Leave
is.
it.
Let's leave it right
leave
there.
it right there.
Just
Welcome
making
in
little staticky noises, man.
to the
Spray that
Nickel and
shit on
Dime
there.
Show.
Yeah.
Right there to your left.
That is the Sportscast.
What's that?
That hair. Spray some shit on there. So don't make
No, don't take direction with technology of something from Knocker.
I know, right? I'm gonna
this
take
point,
whippets of that
okay?
thing, if anything.
We-
Spray it with some WD-40,
You're so
bro.
far past Knocker giving technological fucking knowledge. That is just that shit not bad. Welcome back to our new day from now on, which is going to be Tuesdays, everybody. With football season coming in strong. College football, a week away now?
We open on Saturday.
On Saturday. So we have
game, too.
first football game that actually legitimately counts, which is going to be awesome. So big time now. We're going Tuesdays so we can cover everything the week before, like Monday Night Football and all the NFL games, and still get you plenty of time to download the podcast and get all the picks and pick 'em picks by the weekend. And speaking of that, you guys make sure you get into Enter. It's $200 free money that me and Knocker give because we think we are better than you, and we want you guys to prove it. So,
Right?
last year, Butch, you won. A teenager won out of high school, won
I know,
$200
right?
bucks. So it was great. So you guys free to enter. Link is on our website, sportscastlife.com. Go to the right, just click the link. It's right there. It's free to enter. It's on ESPN, and you guys are all set to go. Also, we're gonna have our fantasy. We've already picked our 5 contestants for the Fantasy Football League this year. So we'll announce those later in the show, so stick around if you're one of those guys that we got put in the hat. We have picked the names. We know the 5, so we'll announce them later in the show. Without further ado, let me introduce the cast. We have 4 people in the studio today. Renee's back with us.
Ugh.
Oh, it's coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Are Tuesdays a better day for you, Renee?
Tuesdays would work for me. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go to...
Not that we care, but
Yeah.
we're just, I'm just asking.
Knocker's in the
Out of
house.
courtesy.
Yeah.
Knox
Hey,
in the
what's up,
house.
everybody?
The hair's not good today, though. I'm going to say it right now.
I've been rushing
Not a
around.
good hair
It's not
day.
a good day.
And then we've
know.
got a man called Jeff to my right.
What's up?
That's me.
Can you turn his mic on? Turn it up a little bit.
I don't think I've had a mic.
No, turn it on. Turn it on.
Am I there? Hello?
No.
Hi, everybody.
Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air.
Dead air.
His mic's doing the same thing.
Same thing.
Talk,
You
Jeff.
got- it's that
Talk.
mixture.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking away. I'm just chit-chatting away over here.
There you go. I think we can
Am
hear
I
you.
coming through?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
Now you're
you're
good.
So
Hey,
awesome.
We just got to replace
That's
that
so-
fucking...
so
That
good.
mixer's 5 years old, man. That thing's fucking... It's a good mixture,
Go
but
fund
it's
me.
done. So
Right?
what up, Rip the Web? So we got Jeff in the house,
Hey,
my
I'm Jeff.
buddy.
How's it going?
We'll be chiming in all day today. We've got a bunch of stuff. Obviously, a lot of football talk. We'll hit a couple other things, viral videos, and all that good stuff. But had a good weekend. Did partying with Renee.
Yeah, it was a good time.
We watched Avatar in a very special way on Saturday.
Oh, that sounds
It was
amazing.
fucking
Cuddled up-
fantastic.
cuddled on the
Thanks
couch
for the
or what?
thanks for the
Yeah,
fucking invite.
It was
guys.
fucking
right?
fantastic.
Yeah, Jesus
we were like this pretty much the whole night.
Yes. That's how we were.
I want to feel how that sounds. I mean, I'm close, but
Wow, bro.
hey, it just
Renee let's just say Renee fell in love with the couch. Like he sat in
Is
the
that
couch.
right?
And
Yeah, we became
we
one.
became one with the couch.
Became one
never
with the
trust an
couch.
indica, bro.
Watched the movie Avatar. It was fucking awesome.
It was
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Alright.
great. So it was a good time Saturday. So I'm still recovering. It's been a long week. I'm starting to actually miss them now, though. Like I'm
Are
at
you?
that
That's a
point.
good thing.
Yeah, like I've had my free time at home, but now
Right.
it's like I kind of miss them now. Like they've been gone for this is the longest they've ever been away.
That's
They're
true.
still gone till Monday.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, pretty crazy. I know you feel bad for me. I can just do whatever I want for the next 6 days. But it's fucking
Right.
awesome.
Poor
That's
you.
right. I know. Poor me. I've almost conquered my 120 beers.
Really?
Yeah, because I bought 4 30 packs on Wednesday when they left. Because like I don't
Not
want to leave
bad.
the beer at any time, right?
I don't want
So
to
I
leave
think
the
I'm
house.
down to
Yes.
like a 30. Like I think
Really?
I think or maybe a little more than
Pretty
a 30.
impressive.
Yeah, so it's not bad. Not
pretty
bad.
impressive.
So
You're
Um,
at the rate you're going, you're gonna go through that.
I took yesterday off knowing that I was gonna drink tonight. So I didn't drink anything last night. And then yeah, it's gonna probably be a shit. And then I'm going to Frank's on Saturday to have the fantasy draft. So that should, yeah, my liver. I'm gonna look like shit when she comes back.
You gotta
I'm gonna
take
look
Sunday off
a
entirely,
fucking
bro.
party, no joke. When she gets back, my God, bags under my
Bag
eyes.
Shriveled up in the
God,
corner in a
Jesus
robe.
Christ, man,
Right?
100.
Unshaven, in a robe,
They're
curled
gonna
in
come
the
back
corner.
like tan.
I know, all
and,
healthy,
like,
eating
glowing
healthy
and
food.
healthy
God,
Yeah.
look like
How
a
do you
drug
miss
addict on a
Avatar?
couch. God damn it. Knocker, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, you went golfing, right?
Saturday, I went to your Uncle John's 60th birthday party. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Right? Hit mass at 5 o'clock because I was playing golf on Sunday and played golf on Sunday at Marshall Canyon. It's a good weekend.
It's a good weekend.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
Jeffrey, anything exciting to talk about for your weekend? Would you like to share with the mass quantities of people we have?
Absolutely not. No,
Both of
just
Okay.
had to.
Big question everyone wants to know, did you get laid?
Oh yes.
Okay, so
without a doubt.
well, and then you had a good weekend.
Yes, I
you
did.
can say you had a
I
good
did,
weekend.
I did.
If
Oh,
you,
wait a minute. Were
What?
you alone?
No.
Or were you with someone?
Oh yes, no, with somebody.
Okay, good.
Yes.
That
is in
Just
fact
wanna
what she
make
was
sure.
doing. Yes.
You never know.
we got to know.
A lot of backing of her ass up.
A lot of backing of her ass up.
That's what I'm
Wow.
talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
What is
just-
your go-to position?
Uh-oh.
Oh man, see, here's the thing. I don't have a go-to. I like, I'm more of a touch 'em all kind of guy.
A touch and ball?
No,
Touch 'em all.
Touch 'em
Oh,
all.
I was like,
Touch 'em
what is
all.
that?
Oh, sir.
Variation.
Right,
what
right.
the fuck is that,
Variation,
dude?
Josh.
Variety is the
God.
spice of life.
Absolutely.
Look, we don't have Missionary Monday in our house or whatever the fuck old
Oh, you
married
don't?
folks do.
Damn.
No.
Variety.
Variety.
Whatever.
All right, so
we
whatever
end
you're
up
into,
in, that
all right,
works.
All right,
Right?
gotcha.
Tuesday's ladies' night. She gets to
Okay.
pick. Right?
Feet up.
Yeah, okay.
Toes up,
Naked
toes
Naked
down,
Wednesdays. Absolutely.
Ooh,
No,
Naked
it's-
Wednesdays.
Yeah. No.
It's a fun
It
house.
is.
at the-
It
at the
is.
Fisting
Hardware.
Fridays. I mean,
I'm
That's
never
only-
going to look at
that's only-
Sherry the same now. I'm just going to let you know right
Turning
now.
Japanese Tuesday.
Wow.
I'm so glad
Wow.
Renee said it before I had
Dancing with myself Wednesday. Oh, yeah, I get it.
slapping that ass Sundays.
Right. Yes.
That was definitely not cock.
And Renee is also
Christ
a firm
almighty.
believer in that Saturdays are for the boys.
Saturdays are for the boys, but it never happens. They're for the.
Can you expand on that a little?
Renee, well, I don't want to steal Renee's thunder.
A little amyl nitrate, Renee?
Wow.
What are you doing on Saturday?
Wow. Wait, back to this fisting Friday. We're not going to just get past this.
I just thought it sounded
We're
funny.
not
That's
gonna
all.
just get
Yeah.
past this.
They both start with an F. I don't know.
God.
All right,
Oh
let's
my
move
God.
on.
All right, well, let's get to a couple other topics besides NFL that people are talking about. Let's span the globe here. Where is it? Here we go.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
Just love that.
Knocker, some news from the
Those are
Lakers.
life.
They are, after losing Cousins, to that
Right.
injury.
Right? In a pickup game.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
It's
yeah.
so
What are you
ridiculous.
doing?
Oh my! I have no idea, but I mean,
30-something years old coming off an injury. You're playing pickup games?
yeah,
What's the matter
no
with you?
shit, right? No shit. Well, anyway, the Lakers are looking for something. They need bench role players, right? So,
Correct.
some rebounder.
Yeah.
Well, they're set to work out Dwight Howard, Joaquin Noah, and Mo Speets.
Who the hell's Mo Speets?
I don't even know who Mo Speets is.
Okay.
Let me look what's Mo Speets done. Let's see. Speets has been playing in China
Nice.
with the Guangzhou Long Lions.
There you go, man. What
I'll bet
better
you 20
resume?
bucks.
He
You
last played in the
can't
NBA
pronounce
during the
that right.
2017 season with the Orlando Magic, where he averaged 7 points a game, 2 rebounds in 13 minutes.
That's not bad.
That's not
That's
great.
actually not bad.
Now, Howard was just played 9 games with Washington
Don't
last season.
crucify him.
Oh my, yeah, you can't bring.
Don't-
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
thinking?
You can't
of
march him back into
crucifying
town.
I
him?
guess Noah would be okay just for the enthusiastic part of him on the
Absolutely.
bench.
Sure, he's
Like
a
I don't
worker.
really have a problem with that.
Hey,
He's
so
spark
much.
energy
plug.
guy.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
an
don't have a
energy
problem
guy.
with that. Well, baseball news knocker, former baseball pitcher Octavio Dotel and former infielder Luis Castillo were arrested in the Dominican Republic in an organized crime sting knocker.
That's so
Supposedly, these two, the Dominican Republic authorities say, Castillo and Dotel were powerful members of a drug gang. It's
Yep.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. Now, is that where...
Dotel pitched for the Dodgers one year.
Yes, he did. Now,
Did he really?
Yeah. Pitched
Yeah.
for Houston, too, I think.
Damn.
He pitched for like 13 different teams.
Yeah, no, he's been around. He
yeah.
got around, yeah.
He
started with the
Dominican,
Marlins,
Is that
right?
where Big Papi got shot, too?
The Dominican, yes.
Yeah.
Dominican Republic.
Bad news over there,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Drugs.
It's a
Play
bad
baseball,
place.
do drugs.
No joke.
Well, retire from baseball. You got to find some sort of business.
Knocker, this is interesting. Someone brought it up. Do you think we'll ever see a mercy rule in any major league sport?
No.
No, never.
No.
Nor should there be.
No.
Never?
No way.
Never.
No, never.
Don't be a pussy.
Are you kidding me?
These are-
How
no.
much I paid for a fucking ticket? You're going to call
You-
the game?
you- right? Oh, sorry,
it
guys.
sounds-
One
14
team.
minutes left in the game? Are you kidding me?
One team was too shitty. Sorry,
Wow,
guys.
we
Are
really
you
hit,
gonna
like,
no way.
are you gonna
No way.
prorate my ticket?
God,
Yeah,
it hit
yeah,
a
exactly.
nerve.
That's
Fuck that.
unreal. No way. No way.
Jesus, calm down.
No friendlies.
Am I fine? Am I fine with Fox cutting away from the game when it's like 30+ points, and they can go to something a little more competitive?
We'll never see it then, ever.
No. Yeah.
No, never think we'll see it. Okay.
Never.
All right. I just want to see someone put it out there. It's interesting. I mean, that women's soccer beat that one team, 13-0?
So what?
Yeah. But didn't Houston post what?
So what?
A couple of 20 spots on people.
Knock it right up your alley here.
Baseball games 26-12, 26-5. Fuck that. Yep, keep playing, man.
Yeah.
Get us out.
9 innings is 9
Right?
innings.
Get us out.
Homeboy. There's no rain. Play him.
Right up your alley right here, Knocker. In college football, Bo Nix will be Auburn's starting quarterback in Week 1. He's a true freshman. He beat out redshirt freshman Joey Gatewood. Nix is a 5-star, 33rd ranked prospect in the country. What are your thoughts on Auburn throwing in the freshman quarterback start the season?
Well, I mean, Stidham was a freshman when he started for him. He started 4 years for him, if I'm not mistaken. Then he jumps to the NFL. So, freshman quarterbacks, it's not as unusual as, say, 20 years ago. But, Jameis Winston, Matt Barkley, JT Daniels, Stidham, it's really not unheard of anymore. And you're probably only going to, if he's any good, you're probably only going to get him for 2 years anyway. So what the hell? Throw him in there.
Rip the Web says, of course the Cowboys fan is pro mercy rule. Fuck you, Rip the Web. Fuck you. It's not even funny. I don't think that's really that funny at all. I'm surprised people laughed at
Tickled
that.
Knocker.
It did tickle Knocker a little bit. All right, Knocker. Now, sticking with the NFL here, some news and notes. The Dallas Cowboys signed one of their young stars, but it's not one of the ones you think of. It's their linebacker here, Jalen Smith. Be a 5-year contract. I love this kid. I think he's fantastic. He's been a great defensive linebacker for the Cowboys. I'm glad they locked up one of those key pieces, especially with Sean Lee no longer being any part of what he used to be. We've got that young rookie. I forget what his name is, the white kid out of Boise State last year. That's really, really good for us. So I'm excited about that signing. I still think we need to get our major
Van Der Esch,
pieces.
you're
Yeah,
talking
Van Der
about?
Esch.
Van Der Esch,
Yeah,
yeah.
that kid is really, really good. I'm excited to see what that kid has to do. But Cowboys make a move. I think it's good for them. I think it's going to solidify their defense a little bit. Know that that's taken care of. Now they can move on bigger and better things. And
Now, do you think he got a lot of money? I mean, I don't know what he was asking for, but he didn't. Wait a minute. What I'm saying is the difference between this guy getting signed, getting his money, he didn't go in the papers. He didn't make it public. He didn't say, I deserve. He didn't say, blah, blah, blah. He just did his thing and
I don't
worked
know.
it out over here instead of putting it out in the papers, so it might have gone
He let
a
his
lot
agent do his
smoother.
job.
Yeah, I don't know what
but agents can be idiots too, and throw it out in the open, saying, "Hey, my guy's done this, and he deserves this." And I think the fact that they did it,
he
quiet
got
is a good thing.
$65 million, 35 guaranteed. He'll give him he'll be the third highest paid guaranteed contract, and makes him a top 5 linebacker
On the team or in the league?
It says give Smith the third highest paid guarantee, I guess, on the team, and makes him a top 5 linebacker with only 22 starts. That's from Adam Schefter. So
That's where you win games, man.
yeah, it's a big move. I like it though for the Cowboys, but then you still got other parts to do. Now, Knocker, what about this Antonio Brown fiasco? This is fucking ridiculous. With this,
All I know,
He's an idiot.
have we ever seen?
good.
I mean, this is ridiculous. I thought Odell's a fucking saint compared to Antonio Brown.
right? Rodman's a
He's
saint
an
compared
idiot.
to this guy.
You know?
Dude, if they said, "Look, I'm going to pay you this many $1 million, but you have to wear Sammy Baugh's leather helmet," fucking A, sign me up.
No shit.
Put it on my head. Let's play.
God.
I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing
Not
now?
practice. He's
now,
finally back with the team now.
maybe this could have been handled like this. Okay, the league is out. Said this helmet is outdated. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to sign a waiver. I want to wear my helmet. I'll sign a waiver absolving you of anything that ever happens to me, head injury wise. I want to wear my helmet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. They could.
Right. How bad do you want to wear this helmet?
Easy.
Right?
Yeah.
How
is
bad
this
do you
such a
want to wear
big-
this helmet?
The
Yeah, I don't
NFL
get it
and their,
either.
And their uniforms and their rules and the stupidity.
But
of
like
all
Brady
of
said,
this.
Brady doesn't like it, but it is what it is, and you got to wear the helmet.
Right, and I get that. I get it. He should have just put the helmet on, bro.
Yeah, just
Right.
put the fucking helmet on.
That the players' union fought for.
But how big is this to
Right?
show that
Yeah.
what the Steelers were putting up with for a while? I mean, everyone thought, it was Roethlisberger or Le'Veon Bell, which I'm sure it kind of was in a way, but
Now,
Antonio Brown looks to be the culprit
Show
here.
me
and
a
he's
hot
not looking
single
good.
blonde, and I'll show you a guy who got tired of her shit.
Yeah, I'm telling
Can
you.
can you imagine, right? I mean, the Raiders, odd to say this, but the Raiders are pretty stable. Not a whole lot of noise coming out of the Raiders camp, right?
Well, until
Right?
Gruden got there,
Well,
I mean,
but even still, there's not a whole lot coming out of there that's crazy, right? So can you
Antonio
imagine
Brown.
AB and Roethlisberger and Le'Veon Bell in the same locker room? what kind of hell that must
saying.
have been.
But I just think
Holy
I think he's
shit.
gonna clash with Gruden at some point. Gruden's
Oh,
not
of course
just gonna
he is.
deal with this shit.
Of course
Like,
he is.
I think it's just gonna have. It's just gonna bound to happen with those
I hope
guys.
not, but
Now, Knocker
money's
Melvin
on it,
Gordon, still
Right.
unsigned, said he's ready to end his holdout. If he hears the phone ring with good news, he's just waiting for the call. Do you think the Chargers are going to go ahead and
Nope.
throw that contract at him, or are they
Nope.
going to roll into the season possibly like the Cowboys without their star running back?
absolutely, they're not going to pay him. Foot injury.
How old is,
He's
how old
already
is
had
Melvin
injuries.
Gordon?
I think he's in high 20s.
He's already
I wanna
had
say.
injuries. Not dependable as you would like. And you're putting me against the wall. I'm sorry. When it comes to this stuff, I'm just saying, dude, no, I'm not paying you.
Yeah.
Play your contract out.
Yeah, it's tough,
just me.
man. But because I feel for the players as well. Because
of
man,
course.
if my leg gets
I
busted,
would
I'm
if they weren't
done.
making $20 million already, or 15, or whatever the
That's
hell
true.
it is.
Right.
No, that's true.
You know, what are you making? 100,000?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you were making, Dad's got a point. He's only making 400,000 or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
I get that, right? But when you're already making double-digit millions,
Yeah.
what are you bitching about, man?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think he's got his big deal yet, though. That's the thing. I think he's coming off of his rookie deal. That's the
And
whole
that's
thing
okay.
here.
And he's a
Like,
free agent.
you
Is he a
know.
free agent right now, or is he under contract?
he's under contract right now.
Then play.
This conversation comes up every time I'm on the show. That sentence comes out of Knocker's mouth. I've been on the show at least 5 times.
Yeah, I mean-
are you under contract? Well, then play.
Then play.
And I wholeheartedly agree with you on that.
Right.
I get it. I right there, right? You have the power to, if you signed a contract, that means you somehow, some way had the power to negotiate
And
the
say no. You
terms
could've said no.
that were in that contract. And if those terms weren't in there,
Hey, I work for AT&T. I'm under contract,
Yeah.
right? I think I deserve more money. I think I deserve a lot more money.
and when your
Right?
contract's
And it's
up,
my choice every morning to go up. And I could go in there and say, hey, you know what? I don't make enough money. I'm holding out.
I see both sides. Like,
See ya?
like I just
Okay. You want to go work at Walmart for $10 an hour instead of what you make here? Go.
I see
You
both
can all
sides.
go
Like,
fuck yourselves.
I agree.
I
I'm
see
sorry,
both
man.
sides of it, though. All right, knock room down here. Quarterback Andrew Luck, man. It looks like the
Okay.
odds of him playing in Week 1 against the Chargers are not good, according to
This is very
Coach
sad.
Frank Reich. Says really, there's no further updates. All we have right now is a combination of full speed movement and pain threshold. Reich said so. That thing is still bum, and like you said, I don't know how it gets any better with
Right.
him running on it.
Right.
So Andrew Luck and the Colts, who look to be maybe a black horse team coming in to the playoffs, is going to be tough.
The backup's not bad, and he did get a lot of playing time last year. I don't
but that
know
changes
his
your-
name.
that changes
Of course
your-
it does. Of course
your
it
mind
does.
about that whole
But,
entire thing.
their division isn't exactly, the toughest division in all of football, so they still have a chance.
Yeah.
If they can, I think Beecham or Beecher, something like that. I don't know, number 7.
Yeah.
But it's just terrible. For he seems to be a good guy, and everybody likes him, and he's a hell of a talent, and just I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's going to be another one of
just
those
don't
seasons.
know.
I just don't know if he might be one of those quarterbacks that's just plagued his whole career with injuries. It just happens with
Yes,
some
it
of
does.
those guys. So,
Yes, it does. Tough position.
all right, Knock. Well, let's get to fantasy football here.
Okay.
We've drawn the names.
Yes, we have.
We have picked them.
All fair and square. So anybody who didn't make it, don't whine.
Dr. Rob was courteous enough to tweet out a picture of the trophy without the dildo and with the dildo. So thank you for that, Dr. Rob. I do appreciate that. He said, look, this is what you'll win, and maybe it will come with the appendage or not. It depends. So,
We're so sick of Twisted fans. I love it.
I appreciate everyone that wanted to get into the league again.
Oh, great
we
response.
cycle out the last 5 teams. So, again, if you don't get in this year, we got a shot next year. But, again, you can get into the Pick'em League. It's free. Picking games, not against the spread, just up head-to-head. So, it's real easy. You don't have to have any gambling knowledge, really, to say. All you got to pick is your favorite team, basically, or a team you think is going to win. Be at the top of the list at the end of the season, you win $200. It's free to play, ESPN, so you can join that if you don't get in the fantasy league. But let's get to who's going to be in the league this year, Knocker. But let's start it off with not only then our favorite song.
Just love me some Aldo Nova, man.
Dude, love you the Nova, right?
Just cool.
All right, Knock. So
all right.
in the league right now, we have me and you, obviously. We have Johnny Ice, okay, and then we have 2 others, correct?
Yes.
And that was give me those other 2 names that we had in the league that stayed from last year.
Dr. Rob, and you have Ed.
Ed, okay,
Right,
and then
Maywood
me,
Ed,
and then me
and you.
and Johnny. And
Johnny Ice,
Okay.
yes.
So we picked. We're not gonna do. We didn't do the picking live on the show because people that don't play fantasy don't really want to care about that in the podcast. So we're just gonna read off the names. If we don't get a response to you by next Wednesday or by next show, I'll say
We'll go back to the hat.
We go back to that. Draw another team because the draft will be next Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, noon Eastern. So next Saturday. I think it's the 31st.
Yes, it is.
So make sure you get a hold of me. I'm going to send you guys an email to sign up for the league and DM me, or I'll try and get a hold of you. But please make the best effort because, again, your spot's valuable. People want to get in the league. And if I don't hear back from you, I'm going to have to let someone else take your spot. So, Knocker, do you have a drum roll, Renee?
Let me see.
Do you have one? Or we can just do the cheap. Okay, you're bouncing the cameras. Okay. Thank you. I thought we were really gonna do that there for a second. Are we really going just
Why
fingers?
not? We could do it like Christmas Vacation.
Lo-fi.
Josh, let's talk about that K spot. What K spot? What's the K spot?
I have
from
no
Dr.
idea.
Rob.
It's right next to the G spot.
Oh,
You gotta ask, brother. You got problems.
Okay, Onda way Carnales. What's that from Murphy?
Carnales.
What's that?
Carnal, it means like brother. Orale, carnal.
You're my carnal. You're my brother, Holmes.
Okay, homies. All right.
Are you ready, Ese?
Yeah, do you
Blood
got
in,
one?
blood out,
All right.
homie.
First drum roll, first name. Give it to me.
We have.
Does it end or does it just keep going?
It probably just keeps going. All right.
All right.
We
stop
have a
it.
gentleman named Esteban.
Esteban?
Esteban joins
All
the
right.
Fantasy League.
Esteban.
Congratulations.
Esteban.
I don't know his Twitter handle because you didn't give me his Twitter, but
I think it's Panzus, right? It's
Panzus?
Yeah, Esteban. I think it's his Twitter
Wow.
handle or something.
Not sure about that.
All right. I don't know. I think so.
Renee, does your drum roll
He
not
might
have a
like that.
payoff?
He might like that
Is it
trophy
what?
a little too much.
I mean,
I don't think my mic's on.
I'm just
but
saying.
is
Your mic's on.
Yes, your mic's
okay.
on.
Hey,
Does
can
your
you guys quit fucking talking over me?
Oh my God.
Jesus fucking criminy!
Wow.
I told you I have to do one thing to piss you off.
Seriously.
Wow.
He's the one that asked me a question first.
Okay, well, sign language up.
You want to get me a beer home?
Jesus Christ!
Can you give me one of those out of the coolers?
He ain't gonna help you.
You know, I'm just funning with you.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just funning. Don't take it personal, Rudy.
No, I won't.
Don't take it
I won't.
personal.
Give me
I
a
love
beer.
You. You know I love you.
Yeah,
right?
give me a beer. I need a beer. While you're ranting, fucking have to deal with you yelling. At least get me drunk. God damn.
I'm just glad I made my my knocker quota for the night.
Right? There you go. You pissed him off.
Are you good? You need one?
No, I'm great.
to
Thank
go?
you.
Oh, God.
Oh, that was good. I didn't think I
Out
had
of nowhere.
out of fucking nowhere.
Damn.
All right, well, welcome, Esteban.
That's
Now, drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please.
the drum roll with no payoff.
Yep.
The man who has just come back last week from the dead somehow gets his name picked out of the hat. We welcome the one, the only, the old school, Mr. Proto.
All right. Oh, I can shoot the kids.
Wow, nobody cares.
No, the kids care.
Sorry, Proto.
So Proto's in the league. All right. Get
All right.
old school back in the league. All right.
All right, we got 3 more names to go.
Wait, is he the one that throws the ring and the
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No, that's Frodo.
Frodo? Okay, my bad.
Proto. She's gonna be mad now.
Drum roll, please. You're getting good.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, there's 3 more of these fuckers to go.
Next on the list is another Mexican. A gentleman named Matt Barajas. Welcome to the
Bienvenido.
Fantasy League, Mr. Matt
Matt
Barajas.
Right.
I like this.
All right.
This is pretty cool.
Okay, so that's 3. Matt
I'm not
Barajas,
sure
Proto,
anybody's listening to
Esteban.
this, but hey, that's
All
fun.
right.
Knocker's having fun,
I'm
people.
having
That's
fun.
all that fucking
Right.
matters.
Yeah, seriously,
All
don't
that
piss
fucking
him off.
matters.
Don't piss him off.
No, I'm gonna set
All
him
right.
off again because now look at him.
Drum
Next
roll.
up.
Drum roll.
Put your beer down, Renee.
Oh, he's looking,
Priorities.
He's looking at
This
Fair.
gentleman's in the chat room quite a bit. He's become a burning follower of the show. Participates well, and he got his name picked out of the hat. Mr. Rip the Web. Welcome to the Fantasy Sportscast
right.
Football League.
Welcome. All right.
And last but not least, certainly not
Drum roll.
least, old school listener, long-time listener, that Lobo lover from the enchanted land of New Mexico, Mr. J. Mark A.
Oh my God, J.
Welcome,
Mark E.
you Lobo lover, you.
All right.
And that fills it out. So make sure you
Yeah.
do your shit, or you're gonna be bounced out.
Yeah, so those that are podcasting, I think J. Markey is a podcaster, not really what's his live, or watch his live. So make sure you guys get a hold of me. I'll get you guys the email. Again, draft is next Saturday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Again, PPR League, 10 teams, 1 point for catch.
Next Saturday. Okay, so that means you can teach me how to do it on the next show. Okay.
Yeah, I'll teach you how to do it.
Teach you how to do it.
Yeah, my
What?
God.
This is how we do it.
I don't know. I could always use help.
Good luck. Murph
You should
says,
know
good
that.
luck,
You have 5
everyone. My
kids.
I
wife
don't
is
know it
crying.
all.
Oh, I'm sorry, Murph, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. You know, maybe someone will drop out, and maybe she'll get in. There's still a chance. I mean,
maybe whoever wins will donate the trophy to your wife.
oh, ooh,
And let her do her
Ooh,
thing for a year.
There we go.
right?
Yeah, I think that's
We're all one big family
yeah,
here.
she just wants that dill. She just wants that big Jones.
Wow.
Damn, Murph. Your wife's one lucky lady.
God,
Oh my God, it's good stuff. So that's the league again.
That is the league.
Murph's laughing his ass off, so I appreciate the humor. That's the league. Make sure you guys will send out again the invites with email. Make sure you guys get a hold of me, and we'll be all good to go. Sticking with Fantasy Knocker before we go to break here.
I do. I'm sorry.
ahead. No,
I
go
do
for
have
it.
one question for Murph.
Yeah.
Okay. We mentioned last week that Butchie was, he's home. Baseball's done, right? Mm-hmm. And he wanted to know what was for lunch, and he told me I got sausages and whatever in the fridge, and he rips off half a loaf of, of French bread.
Yeah.
Did Butchie eat the whole sandwich, Murph? Did he eat the whole sandwich,
I'm sure he
or
did.
did he wuss out and leave remnants on the plate? That's
sure
all I
he
want to
did.
know. Did
I'm
he go
sure he
full
did.
out or what? I know nobody else cares, but I do.
Yep, I'm sure
All
he
right.
did. So
Knocker's a man of principle.
he is a man of principle.
We need
Right?
to know these
You put it on your plate, right?
Yeah.
Put that on your plate.
You finish it.
You better eat it.
Yep. Or you don't eat it all.
Right?
Damn, it's hard.
That's a Mexican family, bro. I told you that shit too.
That's tough,
Right?
dude.
You're going to eat what's on your plate. You ain't getting up.
Yeah, you ain't getting up. You ain't eat what the fuck's on your plate.
Your brother Chris slept quite a few times at the dinner table.
You're dead to me. Over.
Yeah, that's what I
Right?
said to you every time you told me. Oh, shit. All right, Knock. One last
Let's
time.
go,
Let's
go.
got some more fantasy stuff. Song never gets old. Throw that on, Jeff. Next time
So
you're
much rock and roll from a dude 5 feet 5 inches tall.
yeah. Next time you're knocking boots, dude, throw that on with the ladies.
Right?
See what she says. Just get a
Oh, I'll do
reaction
it.
and let us know.
No, I'm not going to preface it. I won't There'll be no warning or anything like that. Just have it queued up, and then just mid-stroke,
Bang,
just hit,
baby.
hit the button.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey,
the
Alexa,
pace up.
Alexa, hit my jam.
Right? Bam.
That's
We're
what
going
I'm
to pick
talking
up
Renee,
the pace.
Renee, play my jam.
We're going to
And
pick up the
just-
pace. I love it.
All right, Knock. So now we got fantasy drafts coming
Yes.
up. Everyone's looking for that steal or that guy maybe you can get
Right.
late round, maybe not one knows about,
Mm-hmm.
or having a good preseason. I got 4 guys that you're going to want to look out for during this fantasy season
Okay.
here. All right, start off. I'll give you guys a couple next week as well. Let's start off first with my first one here. I got my number. I love my numbers. Here's Johnny Ice.
Number 1.
Love that. All right. How about first up, Mocker? How about Justice Hill from Baltimore Ravens, the running back? Now, the Ravens did bring in Mark Ingram from free agency, but they're going to go with that two-headed monster with Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram. I think if you get him later in the rounds, he's going to pay off for you greatly. Again, Justice Hill, not a guy that's pretty much going to be on a lot of people's radars right away. Might slip a little farther than you think. But again, all these teams going to that dual running back system, one guy goes down, that guy becomes so much more valuable. So watch out for Justice Hill of the Baltimore Ravens, Knocker.
Okay.
He's had 2 big games to start off the preseason.
Big information right here.
Yeah, he's looking good right now. And again, Mark Ingram, not the healthiest of players through his years, but will be
Pretty
there to
old
take
now.
some carries away. So we'll see what happens in the backfield. Now, another guy that you might not think, because the bigger name is the guy that everyone's going to go get,
Number 2.
is Mr. James Washington, the other wide receiver of the Steelers. Now, everyone's with Juju this, Juju that with the Steelers. Watch out for James Washington,
Absolutely,
Knocker.
of course.
He was a sleeper before the preseason coming in last year. This year, now he's going to be a number 2 option fully with Roethlisberger.
Right.
And we know how they like to throw the football down the field, stretch the field. As we know, they're probably going to be doubling up on Juju. So you could see an increased amount of
There's no
catches
doubt
from
about
this
that,
guy
especially with AB gone. They're
with
tougher
that
than Juju.
offense.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
watch out, James Washington, guy to keep an eye on in your draft. Just and everyone knows about him, but
All right.
if you can get him a little late in the rounds, I think he can be a lot more valuable than what you're actually going to get him in the draft. So
Number 3.
number 3 here, Knocker. Now we all know Ezekiel Elliott still not in uniform, still not practicing.
Zeke who?
Well, how about a guy named Tony Pollard?
Ooh, boy, did he look good against the Rams.
He did look good against the Rams.
He had a great career.
Now,
Memphis. Absolutely.
unless Ezekiel signs, if he signs back, obviously this is going to downgrade Tony Pollard's value.
Of course.
But as of right now, if this continues with the Cowboys and bleeds into the regular season, Tony Pollard might not be a bad pickup in late rounds, especially even if a Zeke comes back and Zeke gets hurt, you got the second guy. So not a name that most people probably know. Tony Pollard, though, looking good in the preseason. And with the Cowboys, I think he's going to be a guy that you're going to want to look for this offseason going into the game. I only got 3 on my list here. So a couple 3 players, though, for you guys to get your fantasy draft started. And just a couple fantasy notes. Don't be that annoying fantasy guy. Like, don't be that guy at the draft that no one can stand, that takes it way too seriously and just is an a-hole. There's always that guy. It's fancy. You have those guys
Not
at
in our
fancy
league.
draft.
Do you know who's worse than that guy?
Not
though?
in our
Do you know
league.
who's-
No, I'm just saying in your league. I'm saying talking in
Oh,
general. Just don't
generalities,
be that
okay.
guy. It's all for fun.
The worst guy though. The worst guy is the unprepared guy who uses every single second
don't be that,
of his
yes.
time
or
to
ask
make
you for a list.
every
Hey, do you have
single-
that list?
Hey, you got that list?
Yeah,
Hey,
do you have that keeper list? Yeah.
Hey, I've
Yeah.
only got a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Do you got that?
Definitely.
You should have known your pick after you made your pick.
Right.
Yes.
If you're that
Like,
serious,
don't-
you should be
Yeah.
5
Right.
deep at every position at every round.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
And don't be that ill prepared, right? Don't be so prepared and like the a-hole guy. Don't come like stoned and asking everybody, "Hey, you got an extra highlighter, bro?"
Or the guy that goes to
Yeah.
auto draft after round 3, right?
Says,
that guy auto
That-
draft after
right?
round 3.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Barajas. Oh, shit. What's up, mofos? Matt, welcome to the Fantasy League, bro. We
Welcome.
just picked your name out. So welcome.
Braha.
All right, guys, when we get back, we're going to go give our predictions, division winners. Who's going to win each division in the NFL? We're going to scan them
Shot
all.
of the week this break.
Yeah, we'll go shot of the week, and
All
then
right.
we'll get into that. And then we
Okay.
got some viral videos at the end. Bunch of good stuff. Call the show, 626-208-9040 is the number. Full house tonight. You guys can hop in the chat as well on YouTube. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.
love forget. I don't need no money, cause the love forget. I don't need no money, cause the love forget. I don't need no money, cause the love forget. I don't need no money, cause the love forget. I don't need no money, cause the love forget me. Girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Only didn't know you put it down like that. Girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Only didn't know you put it down like that. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. She be walking only down this way. They be watching every move she makes. There's just something all about that girl, making me fall in love with her. Oh, girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Well, I didn't know you put it down like that. Girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Well, I didn't know you put it down like that. Ooh, 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 no, 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 no. Ooh, 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 no, no.
Still stuck on Yul Brynner.
Stuck on who? Why are you stuck on him?
So it shall be done.
God.
Go watch yourself
Best
some
fucking character ever on film. He is.
God.
That character's just top 5 ever on film.
Well, there you go. Welcome back.
Hey,
Yo.
what's
Make
up?
sure you guys check us out on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio. Thanks again. Please subscribe, leave them rate the show, or leave a review, all that good stuff.
Please do
Wait,
something.
wait,
Yeah, do
should
something.
they subscribe?
They should subscribe, and
They should subscribe then.
they should subscribe, and then
Okay.
put notifications on, so that way it dings your phone when we come on live. That's the easiest way to do it.
I'll ding your
And then you
phone,
can be
baby.
like Knocker and just forget about it. Set it and forget it, just like that cooking guy.
You know, I'm looking at your hat, man.
Yeah, I know
Looking
you're
at
loving
your
it.
hat.
Yeah.
Well, this
What,
weekend,
the kindling that's on his head?
this weekend with some other stuff and decisions having to be made and this and that, I just feeling a little melancholy and sentimental.
Yeah.
But I truly, one of the best Christmases ever was the year we bought you that jacket. You were so
the Cowboys jacket.
fucking pumped, dude. You were so
Yeah, I wanted that jacket.
So pumped.
Yeah, I wanted that jacket.
And I think that's the same one that Dan Burlington went. I didn't ask for this. I think that was the same Christmas. Was that not?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
When we got he opened it, I didn't ask for
Yeah, I wore
this.
the shit out of that jacket.
Yeah, you
I
did. You were so excited to get that.
Yeah,
That was-
Chabby's. I'm
Start-
sorry
starter
that you're
jacket?
not in the fantasy league.
was a good feeling.
Chabby says, "Oh, I'm not in the fantasy league." Come on, Josh. I'm sorry.
Right,
We
we
can
did
only
it
do
fair
so
and square,
much.
man.
You know what I
There was
mean? We can only
22
do so
names in the
much.
hat.
Yeah.
I tried to buy my way in,
Yeah.
and I'm here live. I could have rigged the fuck out of this shit.
What up,
and
Kev? What up,
to
Proto?
no
what up,
avail.
Steve? What up, everybody in the
Yeah,
chat?
no, this is
Appreciate
all
it.
the up and up.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, Tuesday's going to be the new night, everybody. Tuesday, 6 p.m. now for the rest of the football season, so that's when we'll be on. All right, right now we're going to get your shot of the week.
It's kind of nice, too, because there's a lot of Thursday night football games.
Well, that's why.
NCAA, I mean, not just
Yeah.
the Thursday night game for
Yeah, there's a
NFL,
lot of football
but there's a lot of
Thursday
NCAA
through
games
Monday.
on Thursday,
Yeah.
and there's some very big games as far as
Yeah.
what goes on. The big names actually play on Thursday now. So
Yeah, and our whole show is picking football games. I want to give everyone enough time
Right.
to listen to the show before the games come on. So, all right, Knock, let's get to shot of the week here. I've
right.
got two of them here. One behind you goes to this lady here who might be one of the best prank. Have you seen this?
I saw a little bit. I didn't see the whole thing.
Okay, so basically, I give this lady a shot because, as we know, we're men and we love our sports, and especially during an intense game,
Yes.
you are locked and loaded. Especially if you have money on it,
Right,
which
final-
this guy might, which is a soccer
final
game.
minute.
Now, this guy is not an American. It's somewhere international here. He's watching TV in his living room, and his wife is recording him without him knowing, and she has a different remote which can turn on and off the TV. And during the most intense moments or in the game, she turns the TV off from goal kicks, corner kicks, and this is the guy going ape shit, not knowing what is happening. Yeah, have you seen this, Renee? No. This is fucking hilarious. So here we go. Oh, hang on. I'm not getting volume. Hang on.
It's a first-class organization here.
It's what we do here. All right, Knocker here should play now.
Televizyon sen ya. 5 futbolcumuz da ceza alan içerisinde. Gol. Kel işaretini verdi. Çalarol. Ananı s*****e gitti ya. Eda. Geldi. Ananı s*****. Hadi. Allah belanızı versin.
Oh my
Volkan
god.
Babacan. Hadi abi. Hadi. Geldi. Nerede valla geldi.
Oh my god.
No,
She will get stoned to death. This is some Armenian, Iranian, Iraqi dude, man.
You take that.
That
looks Turkish.
He's
It's Turkey.
He's
Yeah.
got the Turkey
The
emblem.
Turkish. Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god, that was so good.
That was
Nair.
fabulous.
Oh my god.
He must
I
have
was just
pissed
about
her
to say,
off to
like,
no win because
you
he
have to-
could kill her and probably get away with it for doing that.
Oh my god.
Seriously, he probably
That
could.
guy went ape shit. He went from cussing to throwing his laptop at his TV. His wife is just filming this shit.
Oh my god.
So shot of the week to that
her,
lady.
yeah.
Because that might be one of the best pranks I've ever seen. All right, last shot here. Let's see. He was a Turk. Yeah, see, Murphy even said that he was a Turk.
Right.
All right. Proto says shot of the week is for him winning the league or getting into the league. Well, how about
Okay,
that for
cool.
that? I like that. Yeah, he hasn't been in since year one, he said.
I know, right?
He's
Shit.
been out since year one. So,
Well, we haven't really heard from you in 2 years.
Now,
so.
I think you guys tweeted this video to me. You were Renee. It was
Okay.
that guy betting 100,000 on the roulette wheel.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that might be.
I did not see this. And roulette's my sport, so
Oh, you
I want
haven't
to see
seen
this.
this?
It's your sport. I
No,
love it.
I love it. That's my. I mean, that's my go-to when I go to the casino.
Oh my god.
All
What is
right.
that? Oh, so he's laying what? A
So
four-number
again,
combo?
This is international.
No, he's got
It's in Brazil,
100,000
I
on
think.
one number. Yeah, he has it surrounded, but he has
Whoa, that's one number.
100,000 on one number.
Oh,
Okay.
It looks to
fucking
be like,
dummy.
And it
like
fucking hits it.
29.
We're at the table. The stack is huge.
Cara, não tô acreditando. Olha aqui, ó. Tá todo mundo louco aqui, ó. Ninguém acredita.
Oh my god.
Dude, could you imagine? Knocker, that's incredible. Is that now
5
now
million.
is that stupidity just in happenstance that it's luck, or is that guy stupid for doing that though?
If you have it, I mean, if you're
I think you're stupid anytime you gamble to put your
Right?
money in a
Right, you don't
machine.
have the money,
But
you're
I think
stupid.
that's pure luck. I like playing
Right.
roulette, man.
Of course it's pure
and,
luck.
And there's a strategy
never
to it.
played
I have certain numbers I hit.
Everybody does.
Yeah, I also like to
Right.
do. I've hit a lot putting my chips on 0 and 000. So, yeah, man, you can win a lot on that game. I love it. It's fun.
I've won a
but
lot and
that
I've
much
lost a
is
lot.
scary. Yeah, dude. It's
Yeah.
That's some serious
that's
shit.
Insane.
That's some
Yeah.
serious
That
shit.
is- that is
That's
insane.
$100,000
Oh my God.
on
But
one
that-
spin.
But that's how.
And you
yeah.
know that pit boss is going, fuck.
Yeah.
But that's how those places are built. It was built.
Dr.
on
Rob says he's a
bets
moron.
like that.
Says the guy has a laptop in front of him. Pull the feed off the web. Yeah, it's just
right?
Yeah.
Oh, they do with the TV?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't break
The question
your
is,
TV,
how many
just
times
go-
did he do
yeah.
that before he hit that bet? I mean, who knows how much he bet before that?
Well,
but just
he
the
didn't
fact
do
that
3.5 million.
Yeah.
I guarantee you
Right.
that. He didn't bet 3.5 million.
That's a
And
before
as long as he did it less than
Yeah.
30.
I'm very curious
times.
to where that was and how much he took home
That-
because obviously
I think it's
they're
3
foreign.
million,
Right.
Something like that.
3.5 million.
Yeah, something
Right,
like
but
that.
how much he actually got to take home? Because if it was in Las Vegas or in the States,
How much
he
got
probably only
taxed
took
on it?
100 and
Yeah.
1.7.
Yeah, how much
and I
got
have no
taxed,
idea
so.
why the fucking government gets half.
All
of
right,
your
those are
winnings.
my 2 shots.
They didn't put up the $100,000.
Because they're the government.
Right.
They can do it.
They didn't
they
put
want.
up the $100,000.
I know.
That guy earned that money. It's his money. Why on earth is the government getting a penny of that money?
Exactly.
Okay, my wage is fine because the infrastructure, I get that shit.
Right.
But if I'm gambling my fucking money, why do you get a penny of it? Right. Why?
Right. You already taxed.
I don't get it.
You already taxed the money I have. What I do with it from there.
I don't see you supplementing my losses.
Right.
Where are you? Why aren't you giving me 1/3 of my
Well,
losses?
I was just getting this guy a shot. I wasn't getting into a tax problem.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
We've been
And
drinking.
Prop 454 is bullshit. Go ahead. I'm done.
All right.
No, you're not.
I'm going to go real quick. Shots of the week for your grandmother, who you better call,
It's a
your
birthday?
Uncle Mike, and for my boy Joe Vargas. Man,
All
my
birthdays?
My brother. All birthdays today, man. All
Graham
birthdays
Mary's birthday is today?
No, Graham.
Graham, Kathy?
Yes.
Is her birthday today?
Yes.
Okay.
And your Uncle Mike and Joe Vargas.
Okay.
All right. Shot of the week for Hudson.
Because he peed in the tub.
Because he peed in the
Oh,
tub.
hell yeah.
Attaboy, Hudson.
Oh,
Show him
my
what a
God.
man's all a freaking
That might be one of the best things I've ever
Right?
seen in my life.
Take that, Dad.
Was he in there? Like, was O-Dog in
no
there?
pictures or nothing. He just said, "My God, my son just peed in the
No,
tub."
I
and
know.
He couldn't handle
That's fucking awesome.
O-Dog said he doesn't pee in the shower.
He said what?
He said he
Oh,
doesn't
that's
pee in the
hang on.
shower.
shower.
No, he doesn't pee in the shower?
Yeah.
he doesn't pee in the shower,
Yeah,
but,
he-
and his wife doesn't, right?
it. I don't know about that. I don't know.
I know. I think he
Remember
went in
we had
and
a whole
asked-
discussion
yeah,
how
and he
men
asked
pee in the
her.
shower.
Yeah, and he asked
He's like,
her.
I've never peed in the shower.
Right?
You know, I bet when
That's weird.
when little Hudson walked in there and he peed in the shower, O-Dog must have looked at his face and he did this. Here we go, Knocker. It's like, Dad.
Hi, Daddy.
Dad. Just for you, O-Dog.
Time him at least.
Give me your watch.
That's some
Could be a record. That counts. How long? I ain't gonna ask again.
Shut up, Doris.
This is the
I like the jiggles here.
one that.
Keep doing it.
That's what your kid was doing last night, right? In the shower.
That's amazing.
Shout out.
How
Hudson.
great is that scene, by the way?
Fucking
Shot of the week,
great,
all
dude.
right?
Yeah.
Also shot NCAA football. Starts this Saturday. Shits of the week. Antonio Brown. Just put the fucking helmet on and play, man.
Put the
just,
fucking
just do
helmet
it.
on.
And for the Dallas Cowboys, what a hot mess over there. You guys, I don't think you really, really understand who you're dealing with. Jerry Jones has the biggest ego this side of our president. And
Deep in the heart
you're
of
going to
Texas.
challenge him in public.
Yeah.
Homeboy, you will lose because
No.
he
Yeah.
don't care. He fired Jimmy Johnson. If he could fire Jimmy Johnson, there's
Yeah.
no other guy
Don't
in
give a
uniform
fuck.
that
Yeah.
he won't just put the finger to and say, "Go play somewhere else."
That's the thing about Jerry, man. Jerry don't give a
I
fuck,
love him
man.
or hate him, but he is what he is.
And I give him
why
credit
you
for that.
challenge him,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love him and I hate him for it.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
All right. What do you got, Renee?
Real quick, found out that my nephew is going to be born October the 2nd, which
right.
is the same day as my stepmom's birthday.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we're having his little baby
Shindig.
reveal, not reveal, but shower, I guess, this Saturday. So,
Okay, cool.
Nice.
shot of the week.
Shot of the
All
week. All
New
right.
nephew.
Jeffrey.
I got a great shot of the week. This is a Pee Wee team, Pee Wee hockey team out in Boston. Everybody had just learned that the goaltender of one of the teams, their dad had just passed away.
Oh, Lord. Mhm.
And so there's video of the opposing team. If the video isn't prefaced, you see all these kids skating toward the opposite end of the ice. You go, oh, what are they going to do? Right. They're all going down. Then they all stick tap the goalie of the opposing team who just lost his dad.
Wow.
So every single member of the opposing
really
team
Very cool.
all went
Nice.
down.
Very
Gave
cool.
him some love, came back before
Get
the
that kind
before
of
the
shit in
start of the
sports,
game.
Yeah.
That, if for nothing else, sports needs to be there for things like this
Absolutely.
to reconnect
Oh,
this
yeah.
to our humanity
Totally
through
agree.
competition, through sportsmanship, through
Oh, yeah.
through acts like this that reaffirm that
Totally agree.
people can coexist together.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Little League World Series.
Yeah.
Dude hit a home run.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked it, right? Running around the bases. The pitcher walked between third and home plate and gave him a little fist bump with his glove.
Wow, that's
Cool or not cool?
I mean, I don't know because if I say not cool, I'm coming off as a dick right now.
But I mean, really, should you fist bump the opposing team for hitting a home run off you?
I don't want to say necessarily that it's not cool, but as a competitive person,
probably wouldn't do it.
Maybe after the game in the parking lot,
right?
like,
right,
hey,
exactly.
Dude,
Not all
shaking hands at the end of the game. Nice shot.
Yeah, but if my pitcher goes up and gives the guy, he just gave up a home run on fist. I'm not really cool with that. I'm sorry if I come off as a
really
dick.
It's
but
a strange subject. It truly is.
Yeah, when you step over those lines, man, the other team is the enemy. You are the enemy.
No shit, yeah.
You are my opponent. My job is to beat you.
Yeah.
We are not friends.
I don't know if I want a teammate
but you know
like
what?
that. Is that weird to say?
But you say
that's not weird to say, and that's kind of the heart of it.
Right?
Is that you can see this kid is not cutthroat, but he's also 12 years old, and to see, but big picture, to watch a 12-year-old take something like that, which would dismantle most kids, I wouldn't react like that. I'd be pissed. I'd be beside myself.
I couldn't imagine playing hockey in high school, scoring a goal and going up to the opposing team's bench. Like,
that's a little different. You can actually hit people in hockey. You can in baseball. But, I mean, what about in golf? I mean, when they do the Ryder Cups and thing, guy makes a really great shot or whatever, it's serious competition, but they also acknowledge the fact that
I think that
you're a superior athlete with me.
Yes,
yeah, you did really good, man. Hey.
Yeah.
I think in
game recognized game.
Sure. In golf, they do a head nod, like good shot. Like I don't ever think in golf you go up and give a guy a fist bump.
I've seen it before.
Shot.
But anyway, I'm totally get off. Let's drink.
No, it's not fine. That's a really good point, though.
It's very interesting.
I'm sorry to say that I don't really want a kid like that on my team.
Okay.
I'm competitive like
All
that.
right.
So.
There's a ton you do want that kid in your corner for, though.
Yeah, Murph says hell no.
Real life.
In real life, yeah, right.
Real
Somebody
life,
who
I'm
can
proud
keep,
of that
yeah,
kid.
who
So
can keep a level head.
hey.
Yeah, everyone says hell no to it on the chat. So, all right, here we go, guys.
That was that Rolling Stones special edition right there. I'm sorry I don't have no
I think
lines
Josh
or
is going to
nothing,
cry.
Yeah.
Were you doing a gunshot while I was playing that?
Yeah.
That's a shot, right? It's a shot.
Yeah, but
shot.
that's the first time it's ever happened. It's like the remix. It's like the East LA remix.
That's the East LA 12 gauge remix, homie. What
play
you
it,
know?
Play it again. Play it again.
Oh, he figured out the beat. Give him a couple and he gets it. And give him a couple, he gets it.
Wow. All right. All right. What's up next?
All right. Next up, we're getting some football. So here we go.
I like it.
Here we go. Get ready to grunt, fellas.
I got to go pee-pee.
Mas footballs.
Okay.
Oh, bye. Bye, Renee.
Okay. Renee's out.
Can I go sit in his chair?
Right as a.
God damn, you white people want to steal everything.
Everything. I want your land. I want your women.
You stole
I want
5
everything.
fucking states.
Yeah.
Can't he just have his own chair?
No.
I like that our producer Lee's right where it's about to start a segment.
Right?
Right?
Not. He doesn't wait to pee until the segment gets going. The background's playing. Like
Right,
he can
we
kind
don't
of leave.
need him anymore.
He can kind of sneak
Right,
out. We're
right.
talking NFC South. He doesn't know shit who's in there. Then
Right,
he can
yeah.
leave. But no, he's like, I'm like, all right, here we go. Get some football. I gotta pee.
That's why people pay
Fucking
big
love
money to
him.
watch this
Fucking
show.
Love him, motherfucker. All right, here we go, Knocker. Let's get into it. My God,
I love football.
I can't wait till Sunday.
God, I love football.
Hey, Knocker, do you like football?
I love football.
I know you do.
I love football. Now,
God,
granted,
so
I like college football more than I like pro football, but I love football. I love the sport. It is totally different than any
Is it
other sport on
un-American
earth.
to not like football?
No.
And because everybody's like,
No.
politics.
No. But once
I don't watch NFL because
once all the bullshit is done,
I watch football because I like football. I don't care about I don't care about the league, what they stand. Like, I don't care. Like,
right? That's what I'm getting to. Once
I just don't
you
care.
get on the field and the game starts and you're in the huddle, being in a huddle is unlike any other experience in sports on earth. There's just a different feeling than being in the dugout or being on the bench or just whatever. You got 11 guys that are just, I'm not going to say going to war because it's not I don't like that analogy, But they are. If you are all together, you will give up everything for your 10 brothers in that huddle.
Yeah.
And there's really nothing else like that.
No, I agree.
I just love it.
Says here, Murph says, classic Renee. He leaves right before his segment to pee. He can't get this. And he has bread. He comes back eating.
He
comes back eating.
He probably didn't
I think
even
he
go
scored
to the
an
bathroom.
8-ball and he's not telling us.
Proto says, how many shots is 3 fingers of scotch? That's what I just had for the shot of the week.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm liking that. Fantastic. That's beautiful. That
says
is
here,
beautiful.
until the game's over,
another...
you shake hands. Yeah, wait till the game's over. Yeah, then you could say good hit. I agree.
I'm not against it, but there's just, hey.
Sebastian says the squirrel was just clocked running at 25 miles an hour at the Twins game. Next Gen Stats by AWS. Wow. They clocked a squirrel. Damn.
Well, you've got
says
a
bring
gun.
up the Dodgers. Renee will be back faster than you know it.
Game hasn't started yet. So
That's a squirrel on cocaine. I'm telling you that right now.
Says college football bores me now, Knocker. I don't know why it is, but hang on. Let me finish what they have to say.
What are you, an owl? That's an angry owl there.
That's the angriest owl I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, what do you got? You going to lick a lollipop next? What the fuck's going on?
It takes 3 bites.
Right. It says here, can I finish what he says, then you can react to it?
Yes.
It says, college football bores me now, Knocker. I don't know why it is, but it is not appointment TV for me anymore. I don't know. It's not appointment television for him anymore.
He's totally and completely
I don't
wrong.
think he feels bad. That's how I think that you have to choose. If you really are a football guy, you kind of have to choose one or the other because it's hard to give up both days to watch football.
Right.
Like, so Saturday, like my wife knows, like, I'll do whatever family stuff we got to do Saturday.
Okay, and I think
Sunday from fucking
college football
9
is
in the
even
morning
more important now than it used to be. Because you identify with the school. You are tied into the school.
But if you don't go to the school, though, you don't identify, though.
With free agency and not knowing the rosters and the teams changing, back in the day, my Rams were the same effing Rams for 9 years. I can name you every player on offense, on defense, on the bench, blah, blah, blah. It's not like that anymore. And it's professional. It's a business. I understand the NCAA is a business. It thinks it's not, and it says it's not, but it is. But you still cheer. There's still some of that old just cheer for your school, your alma mater.
But isn't it,
you get
let me
together.
give you this point because this is a good point, and I think this might change your mind. It's easier for a person, a football fan that likes the game, to be drawn in more by an NFL team because I can relate more to a team, maybe because I like them, maybe I know someone from that state, maybe my family grew up there, that's why I root for that team. With college, if I didn't go to that college, why do I care about Georgia Bulldogs?
Well,
I don't care.
Did you play for the fucking Cowboys? Did you ever live in Dallas?
No, but you're not. You're missing my point. No, you're missing my point.
Dallas? Did you ever play for the Cowboys? So what difference does it make? I like that team. I'm following that team, and it's that.
Turn
team.
his mic down. He's blowing my ears.
It's that
out.
team, not individuals.
Christ
it's that
almighty.
team. It's not free agents. It's not AB. It's not clowns. It's my team. It's the Trojans, man. And every time they come out, they're in the same damn uniform.
Knocker, why is the NBA is more popular than college basketball? Because I can like the Lakers. I don't have to play for the Lakers to like them.
I have no idea.
It's easier for me to like a professional team than it is a college team that I never went to. And if you don't agree at that point, then you're just stupid.
Oh, fine, call me stupid, but I do not agree with you at all.
You don't think it's easier for a person that hasn't gone to college before to like the Lakers over Alabama football,
I will
whatever,
give you this.
over
I will give you
Georgetown.
This. There are more alumni from colleges than there are alumni from pro football teams. So the alumni base for football is therefore greater, and the bloodline's greater than professional football.
How many colleges? Okay, it comes down to this. There's 30, how many football teams? 32?
32.
Okay, and how many colleges are there? 300?
In Division I, I think 132.
Okay, so that's just where it is right there. It's easier to root for 32 teams than it is for 132.
I'm sorry. You just got it all wrong. The pomp, the circumstance, the
Kevin says, I love college football.
Thank you, Kevin.
What up, Eric? Rex, what's going on? No, I'm sorry to get into fantasy, dude, but again, hit up the Pigskin Pick'ems. It's all free. But if someone drops out, we are going to do a redraw. So again, by next show, if one of those teams doesn't sign in, we'll pick again. Says I watch college at 4:30 a.m. since the gym seems to only have ESPNU on. I don't watch it all day, but you can just watch the big games.
I'm just telling you this, man. I'm just telling you this. The rivalries are always the rivalries. The rivalries in the NFL change.
But
okay?
to you, I don't know. Do you care?
Dude,
Do you care? You wake up Saturday and be like, man, I can't wait for that Alabama-Georgia game. No,
yes!
I don't care.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah.
If you're from Alabama or Georgia, my
right.
God,
yes. You just said it.
Right,
But I'm not from there.
Okay, but you're not from any of the NFL teams either.
Oh, you're not. Okay, but it's
Okay?
easier for
I'm
me
just
to
saying
relate
this.
to a
You're
professional
not understanding
team.
this. Okay, you're not understanding.
You're not
this,
understanding.
Okay, professional football fans are just professional football fans. NCAA fans. Even if you're a biochemist, you're still pulling for your
Murph
school.
doesn't give a fuck
You're
about
still
college
wearing the
football. He
colors.
says it exists to give him
Murph.
game film, and that's
Whatever, Murph. I'm just telling you.
give a fuck.
You go to a tailgate for the USC Trojans. It's an all-day thing. The band comes out. The cheerleaders come out. You don't get that at a pro game. You don't get that.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I do. So
Well,
pound it.
You don't have to like football to root for a college football team. You have to like football to root for a professional
Correct.
football team.
No, I disagree
And
with you
there
completely
are-
on that.
Why?
I think you have
Why
to.
watch pro football if you don't like football?
Why root for college football if you don't like football?
Because you went to the school.
Okay, but
there's a tie there.
That's
and so
that 1%.
That's at 1% it's a lifetime of alma mater from like whenever the school started till present day. Every student body that came out of those schools.
Okay, your arguments suck. Just leave it at I don't like NCAA football.
You
And
can say that,
You'll sound a
right.
lot smarter. Don't try and back your argument up because you're going to lose.
I won't. I'll continue. I'm
Thank you.
going to stay firm on my point, but we'll just move on from that.
Okay, move on.
Move on from that. All right.
Best thing I heard all day.
Let's get to our division winners here, Knocker. Let's roam the league here. We'll go first up. Let's start with. We'll go in the AFC East, Knocker.
Okay, let's do it. Let's
Now
do
we've
it.
got.
We
Thanks
got
for
Murph,
background
hold on,
music,
we got
Thanks.
Murph calling
Appreciate
in.
it.
Murph.
I lit a fire.
You
under
did. You did.
Somebody's Massachusetts ass.
Somebody call somebody.
Go ahead, bring him in.
He's on.
What up, Murph?
Nope, no, he's not.
Murph.
He was there. Call back, Murph.
Call back, Murph.
Murph, please, for
Way
the
to
love
go,
of
Renee.
sweet Jesus Christ,
I didn't
call
do
us back.
anything, I just answered.
Call us
Here
back,
he is.
Murph.
He's calling back right now.
Is he?
Renee sucks. Call us back.
What's the Skype? All right, go for it. He's on.
Murph, what's going on?
No, I'm right here.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
No, you guys are missing Josh's point. Josh's point
Thank you.
is,
Thank you.
why would you freaking be a fan of a school that you didn't go to?
Why would you be a
I'll
fan of a team
I'll
that
give
you
you a
don't live
perfectly
in or
good
have nothing
reason.
to do with?
I can give you a
It's the same
perfectly good
thing.
reason why you would root for a school you didn't go to. Back in the day, my dad used to play high school and middle school basketball. His coach in middle school used to play for John Wooden at UCLA. His team got to go to closed practices. My dad got to meet John Wooden. My dad instantly there became a UCLA fan, much like a bunch of those kids. And yeah, that's a small percentage in that particular instance, but there's a million other examples of something like that that tie people to a million of other institutions, not just schools.
My cousin went to USC. My nephew's niece went to USC.
Right. It doesn't. They are institutions that people tie to. The only tie that people have to professional teams are that they like football, and you don't have to like football to have a tie to a particular college.
It's regional, but it expands beyond regional.
Same as college.
You're a fan. You're a fan of your regional team, unless you were raised fucking wrong and you're a Cowboys fan.
Right?
Hey, I raised
Murph,
him right.
I thought
I
you
don't
were
know
right.
what the hell happened.
Supposed to be on the same team here, homie.
It's just, but professional sports is that much bigger than college sports.
I just don't agree.
You don't need to be from Texas to love the fucking Cowboys.
Okay,
but
well,
you
let
have
me
to
put
have
this
some
to
kind
you.
of connection to USC if you want to be a USC fan.
But you don't have to be from LA to be an SC fan.
Let me put this to you, Murph.
No, you could go there, or you...
And now let Dave talk to you. Let Dave put some knowledge on you.
There is more excitement. There is more excitement other than the playoffs in the NFL. There is more excitement for the Auburn-Alabama game in that entire state than anything else that could be imagined. And they don't know who the players are. The players change every 2 to 3 to 4 years. They're not cheering for the players.
Oh, believe me, those fucking wingnuts know every freaking player.
Okay,
on the
I understand
freaking
that,
roster.
but they're cheering for the university. They're cheering for the tradition. They're cheering
No,
for this.
I get it.
mean,
Maybe
Georgia,
it's just
Florida,
maybe
the
it is
biggest
a regional
tailgate
thing
on earth.
with
I
me
mean,
world's biggest cocktail party,
in the
right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Murph.
In the Northeast, college football means shit.
Well, that's because they
really
suck.
does.
You got Rutgers. You
Yeah,
got
exactly.
shitty teams. That's not our fault.
The only thing anybody up here can hang their hat off is a pass that Doug Flutie fucking stuck 40 years ago.
You know, and I get that, Murph. I get that. I get if you're from the Northeast or from Minnesota or whatever, there's really not a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
But if you're from Mid-America where there's no professional team, or you're from
Georgia,
the South,
you know,
in the old Big 8 conference or the Southeast Conference, or you're out west in the Pac-12, that USC-UCLA game or the rivalry games, the pro football rivalries can't touch it.
The ratings will just prove you wrong.
Josh, it's not the ratings.
What do you mean it's not the ratings? That makes what's more popular.
No, not at all.
Are you listening to this, Murph? So ratings don't matter in popularity.
Ratings
this is
don't
my
matter.
dad is that stupid.
Ratings
yes.
don't matter.
Yes.
They do.
Yes, they do matter, and they're triple
NFL
what
is so
college
much more
football is.
popular
They're not
than
triple.
College football is
Yes.
it's unreal.
Yes, there's more people that wake up for a fucking Patriots game than they do for a USC football game. Sorry to say that, but there is. Yes.
No. The Red River
my God,
the
yes,
Red
there
River
is.
shootout creates more excitement than any regular season NFL game.
In a
Prove me wrong.
100-mile radius. Yes. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
exactly. Yes.
But the rest of the country is involved
No,
too.
I'm from
am.
California. No,
they're not.
you're an
Do
outlier.
you
It's
think
a
I
bigger
care what the Jets do? I only watch it because it's football.
Knocker, you're an outlier as
shit
far
about
as a
the
college
Jets
football fan. You're an
or
outlier.
Buffalo?
You're an outlier, and you don't get it. You're just a bigger college football fan than most of America.
Right.
No.
You just are. Yes.
Honestly, Knock, you're the enigma. You
Yes,
know?
he is the enigma, and he's.
There's no need for name calling.
All right, guys. I love
Hey,
you.
no, Murph, hang on. 1 second.
What?
I'm going to go off kilter just a little bit because some asshole put this tweet out there. And it's come out a couple of times, that the one and only Larry Bird was overrated. Are you kidding
no
me?
Shit.
Are you kidding me? Larry Bird was overrated? You people have no idea what you're talking
Larry
about.
Bird was overrated. I had to go get a CAT scan after I read that
Right?
fucking tweet.
You give me Larry Bird and
know?
Magic and 3 clowns, and I bet I win 99% of my games.
Oh my
just on effort.
God, man! These children, these
Right?
NBAAU children,
Thank you.
are just fucked. They really are. They're just clueless.
Thank
All
you.
right, now you guys have a good night.
All right, brother.
Man. I'm gonna go snuggle with the wife on the sofa.
That's what I'm talking
Tell her
about.
Tell her sorry she can't get the trophy. I know she wanted it.
Murph's got the trophy for
I
her
know.
tonight. That's
All right.
what I'm saying.
Well, since you went on a tangent, I'm
Okay.
gonna take a break real quick, then
Okay.
come back and get into football because I don't want to even cut it like halfway through. So we'll be back in just a minute.
Great call from Murph, by the way.
Well, anytime when someone makes my dad look like an idiot, it's a great call. So
At no point
that
did he
was
make me look like it. It was just
sophisticated back and
just a
forth.
nice talk.
all right, we get
It
back,
was a
guys.
great tete-a-tete.
Finish
Absolutely.
off the show. We'll go over every division, give you our winners predictions.
Josh is going to finish
We'll
me
cover
off
it
on
all.
the break here.
Happy ending?
Disgusting.
God,
God.
we got a happy ending coming up at the break.
He loved me long time.
You're number one, GI.
I'm so gross I can't talk anymore. All right, we'll be back.
In the times there won't be no shelter for those who are wicked and cold. But it's said by our good people, by the one who's coming sevenfold. So once again I'm getting drunk in my car. Open one day I'm gonna be a superstar. Said I'm living on my life at the age of 24. But someday I'll get a process. Ooh, it feels good, it feels so good to me. breaking down the walls, it's getting harder to breathe. Yeah. It's my escape. It's my escape. It's my escape. When it finally reaches the top, from the middle of the bottom, well, tell me what can I really say? Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's my escape. It's my escape. It's my escape. Yeah, Girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Only didn't know you put it down like that. Girl, you're too rude. Girl, you're too bad. Only didn't know you put it down like that. Oh, oh, oh.
Welcome back. Again, live on our Tuesday, new day from now on during football season, 6 p.m. We'll break down all the games for you guys. Pick and pick them. You know how we do it on this show.
Let's drink.
Gambling, talking gambling lines as well every week. So this will be a good time. Follow us on all of our social media, Instagram, Twitter, on Twitch as well. Sportscast Squad on Twitch. All of our links on our website, sportscastlife.com. All right, now we're going to get a bunch of football stuff right now. Are you ready?
Big ass bong rip, and he just didn't move for like 2 minutes. Just
Who didn't move for 2 minutes?
Jeff. He's like the biggest bong rip, but he just didn't move. He just standing there like.
That shit'll do it to you.
I was listening.
That shit'll do it to you now. All right,
Active
B-Now.
listening, folks.
Here we go.
What's up? What are we doing?
We got football. Here we go.
right.
Get ready.
You playing that foosball, Bobby Boucher?
Chickens gotta come home to roost, Bobby Boucher. Foosball.
All right.
It's for the depth.
Do we really have to do the AFC East?
We do.
Right?
We got to give something
NFC
because
West?
we do have
I mean,
Dolphin
seriously,
fans.
why?
We have
What?
Dolphin fans.
We're
We
just going to
have-
break their hearts
Yeah, but
if
we
do the
we
AFC
have,
East.
We have Dolphin fans. We have Bills fans. We have people that want them to talk about their show. You know, I mean their team, Knox. So
Shot for Bills Nation.
All right, Whip, take it easy, man. Say you got to call it night. Thanks for checking in, dude. Rip the web. Welcome
right.
to the league, brother.
Welcome to the league, Rip.
Yep.
Make sure you sign up or you're
let's
out.
See. Back this week. Okay, and let's see, Knocker.
Read
so
the terms of
first
agreement.
off, let's go. Let's talk about the Bills real quick. How good do you think they are going to be? Obviously, I don't think they're going to win the division, but Josh Allen is there. They've got some playmakers around them, but not a lot. They got rookie first rounder tackle Ed Oliver, so it's going to be a little bit offensive line's going to get shirt up there. I don't know how good they're going to be. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think that an 8-8 season would be really good for them. I see them more of a 6-10 team.
I agree with you. I think out of the rest of that division, that they're definitely the best team going.
Out of the other remaining two,
right, out of the rest of that division. Can they win that division? Not a fart's chance in the snowstorm.
Yeah.
But are they getting better? Yes, they are getting better.
Yeah.
They will, to me, finish in second place. But second place, like you said, is
6-10.
8-8.
I think 8-8 is good for the
7-9.
Bills. I don't
agree
see
with
them
you.
going there. I think they go 6-10.
I do like their quarterback too. I do like Josh Allen. I think he's actually going to stick, and I think he's actually going to be A good quarterback in the future.
Yeah.
I do think so.
Jeff, any prospects on the Bills? Anything you got to say on them?
No, I like all of the moves that they've made to get younger and
I think they're heading the right direction. Like
they
Knox said.
absolutely
I think
are,
to say it in
but-
short, they're heading the right direction. A team that I don't think is heading really. They kind of are, but I don't know really what they're doing at this point. Is the Miami Dolphins, Knocker? They bring over Josh Rosen, but I guess they're going to make Ryan Fitzpatrick the open day starter. I don't get it.
What does that say about Rosen?
Yeah, what does that say about Rosen? And what does it say
man.
about the organization going out and trading to get this kid that you think, all right, cool, they went out and got a first rounder, they're going to make him a starter, but no, they're going to put a 40-year-old quarterback in.
And we go
Rookie
to
coach Brian Flores. I think this is a disaster in the making here for the Miami Dolphins this season. I think actually they kind of tank a little bit to get that first pick and actually draft a quarterback next season.
Well, no, I don't think. I'm sorry, I was going somewhere else.
Yeah,
I think they do draft a quarterback.
I think they're legitimately at best a 5-11 team. Maybe 6-10.
I agree. And it's funny, Tannehill, I wasn't a fan. I told you that. He wasn't going to make it, and that was not a good pick for them when he got drafted. You remember that?
Yeah.
But he actually looks good over where he is. But, yeah, I think they definitely need to find a quarterback if Herbert's available, but I don't think they're going to lose enough games to get one of the top 5 picks in the draft, which is probably a problem.
Miami's one of the teams that everyone thinks has a decent, and they just always fall on their face.
Well, like I said the other day, the worst thing that happened to them was that playoff season.
Yeah.
And they thought, okay, we're right
this
there.
This is it.
We're right there.
Tannehill's the guy.
We're good.
Yeah.
And it just,
What about Knocker? I actually think this team finishes second in the division, the New York Jets. New coach Adam Gase. I like Sam Darnold. They got Le'Veon Bell now. Greg Williams takes over the defense. He comes over from used to be with New Orleans. They still got and the Rams, they still have Quinnen Williams, C.J. Mosley boosting the front seven. I think the Jets are headed in the right direction. They finished 4-12 last year. I think they actually finished 8-8 this season and make some noise in that division.
Yeah, I think it's between them and the Bills. Who's gonna
push? I think that the Jets definitely head in the right direction.
I think they're solid, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
And obviously, like we said, we don't have to talk much. The Patriots, best team in that division. Tom Brady's back, but they're without tight end Rob Gronkowski and Trey Flowers, Knocker. So 2 big parts of their team gone. But again, I think they finished.
You think that bothers the hoodie? He'll just figure something
I think they finished again. I don't think they're 12-4. I think they're more of 11-5 team this year, Knocker.
Okay.
But still a great backfield. And what can you say? The Patriots own that division.
We're all picking the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm assuming we were all picking the Patriots.
You still with us, Renee?
Yeah.
Patriots, Jeff. Obviously.
No sound effects for the Patriots?
No, I'm saving it for pigskin
pick'ems.
pick'ems.
He can't release them.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just pre-jack. He's used to it already.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna go.
Oh, he's been pre-jacking since the last
Let's
segment.
go to the
Pre-jacking
AFC
since
West.
12.
Let's go to the AFC West here, Knocker. The Denver Broncos.
Just let it go.
The Denver Broncos bring in Joe Flacco.
We're going
here you go.
AFC West.
Yeah, AFC West. They bring in Joe Flacco. Wow, is that you right there? Is that a sound effect? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
He's fluffing.
Right. Knocker, I don't know what to say about Denver. I think the defense is still going to be a decent defense. They play in that stadium, which is obviously giving them a home field advantage. I don't know. They've got a new defensive system. We'll see. I just still think they struggle. I think they go 6-10 this year. I don't think Joe Flacco's that much of a upgrade at his age, his arm. I don't know. I'm just really iffy on the Broncos. I think a good season's 8-8. I think they're more likely to go 6-10.
That would be a great freaking season.
I think they're 6-10.
In that division would be an awesome season because they're the fourth best team.
Yeah.
In that division.
Yes, I got them at 6-10.
In my opinion, even the Raiders are better.
Yeah, I'll go
than the
6-10
Denver Broncos
on the Broncos
right now. Their defense is aging, in my opinion. I know
Yeah.
Cam, where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see a lot happening there. That home field advantage is great, but it's only great if you have a good team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to go 0-2 against the Chargers. They're going to go 0-2 against the Chiefs.
Yep.
And they may split against the Raiders. Right, there's 5 losses right there.
6-10 is what they're
right?
looking
If they,
at right around
if
there.
they can go 8-8, I think that's a great year.
Jeff, are we at the point now we're saying John Elway maybe stop picking players? I mean, it's kind of gotten to that point now where you know what I'm saying.
What are the the best
Paxton
organizations
Lynch,
are the ones where the people at the top are surrounding themselves with solid people.
Yeah, minds around them. Yeah,
great minds around them and minds that think on their own.
Yep.
I think with the amount of clout that John Elway brings, and I'm sure he fosters an environment where he tells people, I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what your thoughts are. I want to know how
I would hope
do
so,
that.
but at this, yeah.
But
I think he needs
who's
to
going to stand up in a room and tell John Elway
That's the whole point.
that they've got a different
But
opinion?
I think that's the problem.
I think he's got to take a more hands-off approach.
Yeah.
If
I agree.
there's going to be more stability
My
in
God,
this
what,
organization.
4 years and you can't find a
Yeah,
quarterback?
quarterback. I know. It's time to
just
pass on
pathetic.
the
What
job.
Are you, the Browns?
Well,
Like,
the Raiders have
nobody,
their
nobody wants to make the big mistake, so they keep.
I've been a proponent for that forever. Big mistake, and especially in basketball. But also, yeah, you're right. You know, they don't want to make that. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I have the number 1 pick, and I picked.
No
someone
one
who
wants
just
Sam
sucked.
Bowie, you know?
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the Raiders knocker, they have their quarterback and Derek Carr.
Well,
they
do
also
they?
have a number 1 receiver in Antonio Brown. What do you mean, do they?
I heard no hide nor hair of Derek Carr in the preseason in the depth chart. You know, I just haven't seen it.
What are you
know,
talking about?
I'm not. I'm serious. I'm not sure
What are you
they
talking
know.
about? He's their starting quarterback.
I'm not sure they.
Okay, well, I'm not going to listen to you on this, but they have Antonio Brown and they have running back Josh Jacobs, knocker as well.
Do they have Antonio Brown?
Yes, they do. They've including first-round picks. They got Farrell and Abram on the defensive starters.
Everything except his feet.
I think this is going to be I honestly think this is just going to be like the Browns thing, man. I think it's all waiting for an implosion. These two organizations are never going to get out of this.
Stop it.
And it's going to happen once again to the Raiders.
Stop
this
it.
shit show will happen. They're going to go to Vegas, a fucking complete mess, and finish 5-11 this year.
Well, they'll finish ahead of Denver. Whatever the Raiders do this year, they're going to finish ahead of Denver.
Okay, then I'll give them 6 and 10. I think they tie with Denver.
Okay.
All right, how about the Chargers? Knock, we're talking about Melvin Gordon, not there anymore, or holding out still.
He wasn't
They
there
still
last
got
year
Phillip
either.
Rivers. They got a healthy tight end in Hunter Henry, which you liked. The defensive from Joey Bosa, they got Derwin James.
Well, Derwin James, they do not have Derwin James.
Is he hurt right now?
Derwin James suffered an injury that came up with a botched surgery when he was at Florida State. They put a screw in his foot that
Well,
bent.
then scratch him off the list.
He is out. Yeah, he is out for 75%
Where does that put the
season.
Chargers now? Now this Melvin Gore situation, the situation you're talking now with Derwin James. Once a team might have a possibility to go 12-4. Now I see him more as a 9-7 team.
Well, you know what?
I think they regress a little
I don't
bit.
agree.
I
don't
just-
agree with you because I think last year they battled through adversity the whole entire year. So I think they've come to
They found a way to win
to
games.
not depend on the guys that you're talking about, and I think they can win without them. I think they're good enough
What do you
to
think the
win
record is? What are
without
you
them.
predicting?
10-6 in a wild
I
card.
go 9-7. I think that they just can't. I think they suffer some injuries. I think they're getting older. And
I disagree with you. I think they've got a very strong.
All right.
football
Well,
team.
obviously, I think the winner in the division is going to be the Kansas City
course.
Chiefs. You've got Patrick Mahomes. They lost Kareem Hunt, but still, they've got Coach Andy Reid. They've got the best tight end in football in Travis Kelce. And I think they're good. They got one of the best home field advantages in the sport.
They're loaded.
I think they're loaded. I don't think that again. It's hard for a team to go 12-4. So I don't like to set that bar. I think they're 11-5 team. They win that division, first round bye, and they're right up there competing with the Patriots in the AFC Championship again.
Yeah, I think they definitely they have to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. This year, in order to get the Super Bowl, they have to get the championship game in Kansas City.
Yeah, they can't travel.
But even then, Andy Reid, I mean, it's just so phenomenal how many times they've had good teams, and they should have won, and they should have got there, and somehow they fuck it up. So there's always that hanging over the Chargers franchise. Just what are you going to do to screw it up? And it's been in their entire history except for the 1 year, and then they got shellacked.
Yeah,
in
Chabby
the
says
Super
the
Bowl.
Broncos blow.
Frisco,
Prediction: Broncos
Right?
blow.
55-10 or something like that.
49-10. Yeah, it was bad.
Stan Humphries.
Proto, you're crazy. He says, I'm telling you, man, if the Raiders' new stadium is ready next year, Raiders winning the Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here.
Next year?
Proto, I think that shot of scotch.
Proto, stop.
Yeah, I think that
Stop, bro.
shot of scotch.
Quit buying street drugs.
All right, Knocker. How about the FC North here? The Baltimore Ravens. You're a big Lamar Jackson fan, and in college especially.
I like him. Yes,
yeah,
I like him. I think he's better than everybody thinks.
They've got
I
Mark
really do.
Ingram now. Earl Thomas comes over, and the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a new target in Marquise Brown. Man, they split the series with the Browns and Steelers last year, so they went 2-2 against those teams. Do you see the same? Where do you see the Ravens finishing off in a tough division here in AFC North?
Well, I think it's a 3-team tough division.
Yeah,
aside
the Bengals.
from the Bengals. but I think they're the worst team out of the 3. Right?
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I like Lamar, and I think it's going to take this year.
I'm looking 7 and 9
this year, and maybe next year to get the players that complement his game.
Yeah.
Right? Because there was a play the other day that we watched where he scrambled for a touchdown. Right? It was pretty. It looked good. But they drew a penalty on the play, and he had 2 open receivers that he should have thrown to. There's going to be some growth here, but I think he's dynamic. But he's the total opposite of Joe Flacco.
Oh, completely.
So the players you have
but I think that's why
complimented
they
Flacco,
like that. Yeah.
Right? You now have to get rid of and rebuild.
It needs new parts.
So I think they're 2 years away, but I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I like it.
I think
but
the
I'm
Ravens
thinking,
are going to be a tough match. Like everyone, when you have the Ravens on the schedule, you're like, oh, you're not going to just be like, oh, they're going to play the Ravens. That's easy.
Oh, they're
like,
going to defense us up like the shit.
Yeah.
We're going to be hurting after that game.
Yep.
But I'm with you, 7-9, 8-8.
Yeah, I think 7, 9, 8, and 8. Are you with us right there with the Ravens, Jeff? Right around that
middling.
area?
But and here's the thing: is that who are you? If you're thinking the Browns are going to have a decent season, who are you taking wins away from for the Browns in order to get these wins?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who are the Browns beating if you think that they're going to have wins? If you're predicting the Browns to have a fair amount of wins this season, it's going to be against teams like Baltimore.
Well, they're going to have 2 games.
But their schedule out of division and out of conference is very favorable to the Browns.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ravens are going to play the same teams, but I don't think they're good enough to beat those teams, and the Browns
I think they
That's
split.
where those
I
wins are
think
going
they
to come
split.
from.
I think
they're
the
going to
Ravens
come from
split.
out of the division.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think they're better than most of the teams they're playing out of the division and out of the conference.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to go with...
you got the Ravens coming in last in this division?
No, I got the Cincinnati Bengals going in
That's a
last.
shit show.
Okay.
Yeah,
They-
Bengals
just
going to
making sure.
finish last in this division.
I
Ravens,
think the Bengals win 3 or 4 games. period.
Ravens 7 and 9, 8 and 8.
Yes.
I'm with you right
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
Again, the Bengals are going to be one of the lower teams in the division, so we don't really have to talk about them much. They're in a rebuilding phase. Again, if they get to 4 or 5 wins, I'll be surprised.
Right, and why haven't they drafted a quarterback to replace Andy Dalton? I'm stunned.
Well, that's the thing is them and
I'm
that's the
stunned.
thing to watch right now is who Cincinnati and Miami. Those are both teams next year. They're going to want to not play as well and
Agree
get
with you.
quarterbacks. So, Knocker, how about the Cleveland Browns? Your team this year. You think this team's going to win the division?
The Browns win the division 11-5, 12-4.
I am more on the Steelers side of winning the division here, Knocker. I think that getting Antonio Brown out, there's a fresh new
They
feel.
lost Antonio and Le'Veon.
That's okay. They got
James
rid of
Conner
some
is
people.
great, but it's not the same team.
It's okay. I've got
It's not
2
the same
good
locker
wide
room.
receivers. I've got T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward. Big coming off the defensive line here. I think the Steelers come back to what they were. They win the division at 10-6, and I think the Browns finish at 9-7.
I think the Browns go 10-6, and the Steelers go 9-7,
okay.
and they're the second wild card.
Okay. So
in
we've
the
agreed on
conference.
everyone except for this division. I'm a Steelers. You got the Steelers. You've got the Browns here.
Yes.
What are you with,
Yes.
Jeff? Are you going Steelers or Browns here? Are you going to ride the fucking Baker Mayfield dick suck train that knocked right in all year?
Whoa, easy.
Dick suck
Easy.
train. That's intense, mijo.
Dude,
Damn.
You've
Right?
been sucking it all fucking year.
Oh, and you haven't been on your knees for Garoppolo and Rodgers and Brady for 5 years?
Oh, my God.
I tried to pull Big Dick.
Thank you for that.
There we go. Atta baby.
I knew he was still alive over there.
I
Right.
tried to pull Big
Yeah,
Dick.
I knew he was still alive.
B-D-E.
So you're going- you're going
over
Browns?
there. No, I'm going Steelers.
What?
Yeah, I'm going Steelers because, and here's my thing is that
Excuse me.
with as much talent as you lose with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell leaving, you're also balancing that
Game in
with
locker room and
is that when you excise cancer and when you excise it from as strong an organization from top to bottom as Pittsburgh has traditionally been over the years, if this is any other franchise, I would think that the Browns could sneak some more wins and they might win the division if they were going to be neck and neck with any other franchise, not team but franchise. And it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they've gotten rid of cancer, and I think that franchise rallies well.
man.
They got an old
good.
quarterback who
They
can't
do.
move.
You're right.
Who's got one good wide receiver.
You're right, and I'm
Regardless
not-
of your sleeper, Josh,
and-
it's not the same defense.
And I'm not
it's not the
saying-
same aura.
And I'm
Okay.
not saying that the Steelers are going to run away with this division. I just don't.
I think they're going to
see-
finish, one game within each other.
Chabby
I really
says
do.
he
Yeah,
digs his
I can
shirt,
see it
by
maybe
the way.
being
What?
2
Chabby says he digs the Vans shirt. Knock.
Attaboy, Chabby. That's what I'm
off the
talking
wall,
about.
baby.
Josh seems extra spicy towards Knock tonight. Am I extra spicy towards
No,
you
we're just
tonight?
doing a show.
Josh is.
I just think that
It's
my dad's
football. We're
incredibly
passionate.
yeah.
No, you're just an incredibly ignorant slut, and that's all there is to it.
Jane, you ignorant bitch.
Right? You just don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God!
You really don't.
Knocker. Okay, we'll see.
When
We'll see.
it comes to stuff that we're in the middle on, you lose every
All right,
time.
we'll see. All right.
Every single time.
AFC South. What do you got? What's your thoughts on Houston Texans here,
Is there an
Knocker?
AFC South?
Yep.
They still haven't
Watson's
done it.
coming back.
Blow it
You got DeAndre Hopkins, which I think is the best receiver in the
We
NFL.
didn't go to Renee on his pick.
We're not
on
going
the-
to
on the
Renee.
AFC
We're not
North.
going to. He
Steelers
doesn't
or
even
Browns?
know who's in there.
Browns.
Okay, that's
because
a
my
boy.
skin's brown.
Attaboy.
That's the only reason why
Right?
I'm going brown.
Atta baby. There you
Atzlan.
go.
Atzlan, baby.
Viva la raza.
You don't even know what that is. Keep moving, Josh. Atzlan, baby. Browns. All the way.
Are you ready?
Where's your grita, baby?
Pégale, pégale.
Pégale. Los Cafés. Los Cafés de Cleveland.
Los Cafés.
So
What do the Steelers
I so
got?
want to leave
What
now.
do the Steelers got?
No, it's cool, Josh.
Nothing.
I'll get back in the chair.
Oh, we're the
I'll captain.
Steelers, eh?
I'll captain the ship.
What are los Steelers, eh?
Pégale los Steelers.
From Pittsburgh, eh?
God.
What you got?
Can we continue?
No,
can?
we're having way too much fun doing this.
No, we
aren't
really are. Dave's got a contact high.
Okay, I'm voting for Los Tejanos. In the South. Los Tejanos.
Los Tejanos, Texas, right?
Right, yeah.
Texans.
Yeah.
Los
What, you didn't
Tejanos.
think I knew what the
Tejanos.
fuck I was
Yeah.
saying?
No, I was explaining it to Josh.
Oh.
Oh, okay. There you go. Good man. Good man.
Los
Charlie Brown.
Tejanos.
I had to
Los
I
Toros.
had to translate. Now he's sleeping. Oh.
Oh, he's so over it. Oh my God.
I'm just waiting for it to be done.
Thank God you
You're
didn't
gonna
have
wait
more.
a long time, bro.
Thank
'cause
God you didn't have more. It could be
anytime
really
they
shit
go,
show right
anytime
now.
they go to a lull,
This
I'm
is
gonna
for
poke the
Knocker.
bear.
Hey, Mr. Douchebag, why's your ego so massive? You know it's 2 a.m. and it's dark outside. You don't need those sunglasses.
My God, where did you pull that from?
So
the fuck?
They're in a show on Earth that does what we do.
Douchebag. You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
There is not one
That's
sports
great.
show on Earth
That's
that does
great.
what we do.
That's
we
great.
just go from here 90 degrees over here.
By way
for
of
2
Omaha.
minutes, and then we come right back.
By way of Omaha.
Okay, AFC South.
AFC South.
Okay, welcome guys back to the show. All right, Houston Texans.
Because you're a douchebag.
This is what I deal
Seriously.
with, people. This is what I deal with. The Houston Texans. They got Watson, DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes, best receiver in football.
They drafted 2 tackles to shore up that offensive line. The schedule looks pretty tough. They face the Saints, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Colts
that's
on
tough.
the road
That's
in the
very
first
tough.
7 weeks of the season.
Yes.
With that being said, I've always really liked this team, but they just always fall flat.
I think the coach is the issue.
I
I really do. I love the coach.
I love Hopkins so much, but I really see them as a 7-9 team.
I think they're 500. I love O'Brien. I think he was a good intermediate.
Yeah.
But to make the next step, they really need to get another coach.
I agree.
And they're shopping Jadeveon Clowney, who I thought was a mistake drafting him.
So high,
Just like drafting Mario Williams when they drafted him.
Right.
Right? You're expecting just way too much out of these guys.
Yeah.
I like the team. God knows we love the cheerleaders.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I just see a
Best
7-9
cheerleaders in football.
season, though. Yeah.
But I think even worse, dude. I think even 6-10. I think they have a real problem this year.
Yeah, it's tough.
They got no running backs. Their defense is iffy. J.J. Watt's the best player on defense in the league, and they have the best offensive wide receiver in the league. But the rest of it,
yeah, it's going to be tough.
It's very
well. Another
very 50-50.
another team that I'm actually going to have come in a little lower than I thought is because of their quarterback is the Colts. Man, Andrew Luck.
Right.
Not being healthy.
Well, this division is now up for grabs. It really totally is.
I mean, Frank Reich got the Colts 10 wins last season. That was with a healthy Andrew Luck, though.
Right.
Now coming in banged up already.
But they are good overall.
They signed Devin Funchess from Carolina and Spencer Ware and Justin Houston from Kansas City.
Look up the other quarterback for Indianapolis, Brashear or
yes,
whatever.
the kid from I know who you're
I think he's
about.
from Ohio State or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
from
Damn
Ohio
it.
State, I think. Yeah,
He's
I
a
know who
black
you're talking about.
quarterback.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
then
name.
you got the with the Colts. I think with that injury, I think it hurts them all season. I think the Colts again dropped to like that 7-9 level, maybe 8-8.
Again, 9-7 wins this division, so it's going to take a little luck.
Yeah,
it's going to take a little everything. Because again, moving on, the Titans could be an 11-win team.
I have them win the division.
Or they could be.
I have the
an
Titans
8-win
at 10
team.
and 6, winning the division. I've got the Jags with Nick Foles finishing somewhere in the 6 and 10 range. I don't see them doing much noise. But yeah, I think the Andrew Luck injury is so serious that I have them losing the division because of it. Because I don't think he's healthy all season. I like the Titans at 10 and 6, and they maybe even get it done at 9 and 7.
Yes, Jacoby Brissett.
There you go.
He played most of last year, and he looks really good. I think he's a
He
really
might be
good
the only
quarterback.
reason. You know what?
But he's not enough.
I'll give the Colts 8 and 8 because of him.
Right.
Yes. But I'm going to go with.
Without him, they win 3 games.
Yeah, I'm going to go. So we both got the Titans then, winning that division, huh?
Yeah, I agree. I love Houston. I love what they've been trying to do, but I think they're regressing. Unfortunately, I think they are regressing, and it hurts me to say that.
Yeah, I agree with you on there. It's all about the hype news team. Let's see. What's your guys' opinion on Vaughn's fresh tortilla chips? I guess they're really good.
You know what? Actually, they're freaking great.
This and the Super Bowl week show
The
may be my
Vaughn's-
favorite shows of all. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
The Vaughn's tortilla chips
Yeah.
with the 7-layer dip that they sell.
that. Yeah, bomb.
It's the shit.
It's the shit.
And then they also have the chicken wing bar.
Yeah.
Where you buy them by the pound.
Yep.
It's the
The
shit.
bomb. All right, well,
It
let's
really
get to
is.
the
It's
NFC
great.
South knock. We've got the Atlanta Falcons. Real disappointment last year. Suffered
Really
a lot
nothing for the
lot of
Jaguars?
injuries. No.
No, the Jaguars are not winning
Yeah.
the division. Sorry, bro.
Knocker, I think a wild card.
Despite Big Dick Nick.
I think the wild card for the Falcons is in their future here. I like them at 10 and 6 here. I think they bounce back, have a decent season. I think they're going to go 10 and 6, and I think that they go ahead and get in the wild card, possibly up for the division.
And you're talking about the Atlanta Falcons,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I am not drinking that Kool-Aid. Everybody is saying that the Falcons are going to be a good team, that they're going to bounce back. Personally, Julio Jones is a hurt wide receiver. Yes, he makes unbelievably great catches.
Yeah.
And they had 2 years to recover from the Super Bowl fold, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And now I think it's part of the franchise right now. You have to jettison a whole lot of people. Matty Ice is just he's good, but it's just not going to happen. I think, and I could be wrong. You might crucify me by the end of the season, but I think Atlanta goes 6 and 10.
Wow, are you into that? What side of the fence are you? You think Atlanta bounces back, or you think they have the same kind of?
No, that's the thing is I hate to be that asshole who's like, we're right in the middle. But that's the thing is that
that's how you think. That's how you think.
Last season there were
but that's a cop out. I mean, do you think they're gonna shit the bed, or do you think they're gonna get to the top?
No, they're not going to do either. They're going to be like a middling 8-8 team.
Okay,
but see, to me, that's shit in the bed. If you're an Atlanta Falcon who was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, 8-8 is shitting the bed.
They might make the playoffs. I don't think. Depending on how good some of the middling teams in the rest of the NFC are, I got New Orleans winning that division.
Yeah, so you got the Panthers who come in as well. Cam Newton's shoulder going to be.
I think
we'll
the
see if that
Panthers are going to
happens.
surprise a lot of
They've still got McCaffrey, which is the most dynamic weapon in football right now.
And Cam's shoulder has been repaired. He's still a dick, but his shoulder and his throwing arm and his motion and all of that.
So what do you have them finishing at? Did they finish above the Falcons in the division?
Absolutely.
I think the Panthers.
2 teams from the South get to the playoffs.
I think the Panthers go 10 and 6 here. Actually, I'm going to downgrade the Falcons to 9 and 7, but the Panthers at 10 and 6. I got the Saints winning the division at 11 and 5.
And all of you that think Drew Brees is done, what the hell's the matter with you?
And I've got
guy's a machine.
What are you looking
He's
at?
a fucking machine.
Yeah, they still, I got the Saints winning that division 11. I got the Bucks, somewhere down in the 4 or 5 win range. So I think, that's it for the.
I think it's a good hire with Arians, and I think they're going to turn it around in a couple of years.
Right.
But it ain't going to be this
No,
year.
I agree.
So are we all going Saints?
Yeah, we're all going Saints. Yeah, we're all going Saints. NFC North here, Knocker. This is a good division here. Chicago, you got Trubisky. They turned it around last year. They got Jordan.
Boy, the press is just sucking.
Jordan
the
Howard's
Bears' dick
gone,
right
but
now.
they drafted Iowa State's David Montgomery and added Mike Davis, and they got Cordell Patterson. They added former Green Bay safety Ha Clinton Dix. So going to be back in the mix here for the Bears. How good is Trubisky? I think if he has the right pieces, like any quarterback, he can be a decent quarterback and possibly win you a playoff game.
I think he's a good Bears quarterback in the Jim McMahon thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to overwhelm you with stats.
No,
he's
I
not
agree.
going to throw for 5 touchdowns and 600 yards, but I do think he can manage a game and not fuck it up, which is what the Bears win on traditionally. They win on defense and don't fuck up, don't screw up the game with 5 interceptions like Cutler.
Yeah.
Just
manage
run the
game.
ball, let the defense win the game.
Yeah.
I think
what do you think the Bears do this year?
I think the Bears, God, it's one of those that either I'm going to give them 10 games.
I was right around there with you. I think I was going to give them 10. I was thinking 9 and 7, but I'll give them 10 games, and I'll start with that. Yeah, I think I'm going to give them 10 games there. But I think that they're tied. I actually think them and Green Bay tie for the top at 10 and 6.
Green Bay sucks. You are so wrong about this, Josh.
All right, we'll see. I think Green Bay ties them for the division
You're
here.
squirming over there.
Do you guys remember that season a couple years back? I think it was the NFC West, where did the Seahawks end up winning the division with like a 7-9 record?
Yes.
That's what you're looking at for the NFC North. Is I think there's a lot of really good qualities about a lot of mediocre teams in this division, and somebody's going to come up and clip somebody on the road. Somebody's going to drop a game where they shouldn't.
8-8 wins the division?
8-8 is going to win. Is going to win this division.
I'm not going to argue with that with you.
I'm not. It then? You got Minnesota. You got the Packers, who shored up that defense. You got Rodgers. You still got the Vikings that have 2 of the best receivers in the game. I mean,
Rodgers is frail.
Yeah.
I think it's
not happening.
Yeah.
Green Bay's done. Green Bay wins 6 games this year.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing that
Green
was
Bay's at the bottom. No, the Lions finished the worst,
Well, of
right?
course.
And then Green
The
Bay,
Lions
then
win 5 games.
then Minnesota, and then Chicago.
Lions, Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I mean, Minnesota's right there. They're right there. I think I really do, and I talked to Dr. Rob last week on the show about this.
Yeah.
I think they really screwed up letting Keenum go. I really do. I don't think Kirk Cousins is a good fit on that team, and I think they rocked the boat thinking they were stepping up, and I think they effing blew it. Green Bay is digressing. They got nothing. In my opinion, they got nothing.
All right, what do we got?
So I'm going with Chicago.
So we got a phone call, and it's coming up unknown person. So I don't know who it is. Call
I'm just like, I'm a mysterious person. So I think Seattle's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
Whoa!
Whoa! Yeah.
You've been bong hitting or what?
Yeah, man, cause Mike Burton, man, he's gonna be playing good this year versus D-Crack. Bro, D-Crack is pretty good. And MFF Gaming is pretty good, but MFF Gaming isn't that good at playing football. So I think Mike Burton is like really good of a football player.
That's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. But you realize they play in the same division as the Rams, right? And they got a really tough road schedule.
And they'll play that in the conference championship, man. Man, Mike Burton, he's gonna be so good this year.
Okay.
Oh my God. I swear.
Is he paying you to say this?
Yeah. Are you endorsing him?
I swear, Mike Burton, man, he's gonna beat D-Crack this year in the NFC championship, man. I swear.
Okay.
What's your name?
All right, well,
What's
give
your
us
name,
a name
caller?
or something so I can write this prediction down.
We got to tie you to something here.
My name is James at Triton.
Okay. All right. Obviously, you are from Seattle, James?
Yeah. So thank you for taking my call and everything.
All right, bro. Hey,
man.
Now that you're on the phone, because this is what we do, and I think you're high or drunk or one of the two. I'm going to ask you. What do you think of UW's chances this year, man? Now that what's his name's gone, the quarterback that's been there for like 10 years. Now they got a new quarterback, new team. What do you think their chances are in the Pac-12?
For who? The Pac-12?
I just switched to college football, bro. I went to Seattle, University of Washington.
Why did you cross him about college when he called
Because
about
I
NFL?
know he's stoned and he wouldn't follow me.
Right. Nah, man, I don't pay attention to the University of Washington.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about college football.
I root for the University of Eastern Washington.
Okay, that's cool. And you know what? They got a really good program, and they play on a red field. And I think that's pretty cool,
That's
man.
rad.
So,
Yeah,
you
man,
know what?
We're going to be Washington this year. For
Hey,
the
I
first
like
time.
that. See,
That's
we
what's
got
up.
something
There you
out
go.
of you, James. I like that. I like that. We got
Yeah,
something
man.
out of you. Eastern Washington defeats UW. I love it.
You heard it here first.
Well, James,
Yeah,
how
man.
did you find this show? How did you find out about us?
I just looked up call-in shows, and y'all were on, and I'm like a huge football fan.
Oh, nice. Well, I
love
appreciate it, man.
Make sure you get
Welcome,
in our,
please.
Hey,
Welcome
make sure
to
you
the
get in
show.
our-
My call.
James,
welcome
James,
to the
make
show,
sure
man.
you get in our Pick'em League. Go to sportscastlife.com. It's free to get in.
Yeah.
$200 to the winner.
Yep.
It's just a Pick'em League. Just pick the winners. No point spreads, what have you. But thank you so much for calling
Yeah,
in,
man, appreciate it, dude.
I dig that. I love passion, and you're passionate about your team. So right on, bro.
We're on every Tuesday, brother, 6 p.m.
Love you so much. Thank you.
All right, thanks,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Appreciate it, dude. That's
That was
awesome.
so cool.
That
I
was
dig
so
that
rad.
shit. I
Right?
so dig that stuff. Just a random call by a stoner. I
Right?
love that.
Oh, my God.
I love that.
In fucking Washington State. The
Like,
reach,
who you talking
right?
about? You what?
What? Huh?
Oh, my
But
God.
he recovered.
He did.
He went to Eastern Washington, and you know what? They've got a really, really good program. Eastern Washington has a great football program, like Appalachian State and some of those Division II teams that creep up and beat Division I teams. They beat Washington State pretty regularly. They've beaten Pac-12 teams pretty regularly. So yeah, I like
We
that.
got two more divisions you got to run through real quick. Now get out of here.
Well, did we all pick? What did we all pick? NFC West. What did we all? Or
No, we're on
NFC
NFC
North.
West.
Chicago. All
No,
of us.
I picked Green Bay.
Josh, you're Green Bay. You're such a fucking.
I
fag.
get Minnesota going 8-8 and winning that
Okay.
division.
All right.
All right, Knox. Let's go to the NFC West. The Arizona Cardinals. Cliff Clinton. He came. Fuck you. Cliff Kingsbury, new rookie coach for the Cardinals.
Right.
He's got his new quarterback. Aaron Murray's over there.
Aaron Murray.
What's his first name?
Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
That was
Sorry.
close, though.
That was good.
Yeah.
Because you're so stuck on Aaron Rodgers' cock.
I
You
am.
done fucked up, Aaron.
That's
Just
probably
thinking
why.
about Aaron Rodgers' cock. Yeah. Aaron Murray.
Wearing that
Aaron.
cheese head.
Everybody's named Aaron.
I know.
Aaron Goff.
I know.
Yeah. Woo. I love Aaron
Knock,
Goff. Aaron Trubisky.
We got a multiple 11-5.
Aaron Rodgers.
We got multiple 11-5 for the Bears coming in on the chat. So
I like that. That wins the division.
Knocker, the Cardinals though. Cliff Kingsbury, do you think this thing works? Obviously, I don't think he's going to do much this season. It's going to be a
Eventually,
development.
it will.
I think this season it's more like a 4-12 for the Cardinals.
He doesn't have the personnel. He's going to
Yeah.
go. He's going to go 3-13. But the only thing, two things that you can watch for with the Cardinals this year, and unfortunately, God, I feel sorry for Larry Fitzgerald. I truly do. But kudos to him because he stayed true to his colors. He's played his whole career there, got to the Super Bowl, played fantastic. The issue here is the running back. He just slipped my name. David
Johnson.
Yes, he's going to be huge this year. They're going to have a losing team, but all the yardage on this team and all the touchdowns are going to come from David Johnson as far as fantasy.
Year, so we'll see.
If Kyler Murray can survive the season, right, he's got to get personnel to run this offense, and that's going to take 2 to 3 drafts. But I hope he survives.
All right, we got the Niners as well. They've got Garoppolo coming back from last season's injury. As you know, I'm off the Garoppolo train now. I've
now
hopped
you
off.
are?
Oh, I did said that last year after he got hurt. I said that was, I can't support a quarterback that makes that stupid of a decision.
You
that gets
supported
himself
him
hurt.
with the stripper.
No, well, that's an off the field issue. That's an off the field issue. Knocker, you've
His
got.
career went to shit after he hooked up with her, though.
They've got drafted Nick Bosa
Don't they
as
all?
their second-round pick. They've got a lot of good pieces, but I actually don't think the Niners have as good of a season as everybody thinks. I know they go 4-12. I think the Niners go 8-8. I think it's a tough division. I think they go 8-8 this year, and much an improvement. And I think the following year the Niners are going to win that division. So I'm going to say the Niners 8-8 in this division this year.
I think the Niners go 7-9 and finish above the Cardinals. But yes,
Yeah. Okay. And then you've got the Seattle Seahawks, Knocker. They went 10-6 last year.
You know what? To me, this is the hardest team.
Pete Carroll's
in the
there.
NFC
They've lost some pieces.
To really figure out.
I think they're 9-7. I think they're 9-7 here. I
And
think they finished.
call that a cop out because they're either gonna be better than they were last year because
No,
the
they're gonna be
Seahawks
worse.
do shit like that, or they're gonna.
They're not going to be 10-6. They're 9-7.
I'm with you, Jeff. I think they either crumble, or they rise.
9-7.
And I think the tight end that they ended up getting from Green Bay, they made some trades and some free agent signings that didn't work out. They've lost the whole Legion of Doom in the backfield. I don't know. I think the Niners, if they put everything together, can jump them.
Yeah.
But do I see them in the Super Bowl?
No, I think they finished 9-7.
Not an effing chance.
Possibly get in as a wild card if they have a decent
Right.
season, but that's it. And then you got the Rams, who I think win the division knocker. They come back. I don't think there's really a Super Bowl hangover with this team. I think they come back and they go ahead and go 11-5 here, win the division. The team's just dominant on
I
both
think
sides
actually
of the
they
football.
go 10-6, but they still win the division.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think there's a little more hangover than everybody anticipates. I think there's, just a little more replacement personnel on defense than everybody thinks. Gurley's not going to play as big a part. They don't have, and granted, he didn't play a big part last year when he got hurt, but they had C.J. Anderson. They don't have C.J. Anderson as that backup
Dr. Rob
anymore.
says, thank you, Knocker, for being the voice of reason, by the way. I think he's pertaining to the Green Bay Packers.
Of course.
That I have.
Of course
And the
he
Niners
is.
are not going 14-2, Proto. Stop it. You're a drug. So stupid.
You're now out of the fantasy league,
you-
Proto.
yeah, I
with
don't
that?
know. Yeah,
Are you
no
serious?
shit.
Wait,
I know if I
don't
hate
you
you.
want
Thank
somebody in like that so that the rest of you have a better chance?
No,
of
I like
winning?
it competitive. Some
Right,
guys,
let
that's
this-
delusional.
Let this
Love the
wild card
passion.
run as much, dude.
Right,
every
Knocker.
Love the
league needs a taco,
Yeah.
right? That
yeah,
dude
you're right.
just fuck shit up.
You're right. NFC East knocker. I think the worst team, obviously, the Giants coming into the season, losing Odell Beckham, Olivia Vernon.
You think
and
they're worse than the Redskins? Really?
I think they're about the same. I don't think that they're any better. I think they're both 5-11, 6-10
I think the
teams.
sooner that they bench Eli,
Well, yeah,
and
that's what I
and
think
put
too.
Daniel
Jones,
on
yeah.
on the field.
I don't think Daniel Jones makes them better than a 6-10
I
team.
think that he can do what Baker Mayfield did. I think he can make them.
stop it.
I think that he can make them a 6-7, 6-8 team, which is better than the Redskins.
Okay, we both have them at the bottom of the league there. So I think
Correct.
that
It's
so
a two-team league,
the
obviously.
Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are a real mess right now as far as their signs. And if they don't get this shit together within the next 7 days, I don't see them winning the division. I can be reasonable here. I think they're an 8-8 team if they don't get this shit
I agree
situated.
with you. I think they totally fold
and
this
I think that the Eagles go 10-6 and win the division.
Yes, I think 7-9 for the Cowboys
Yeah.
is not out of the question.
No.
And I think even 9-7 with the Eagles can win
I
this
think
division.
the Cowboys
but
can
the
either
Eagles
go,
are definitely the
yeah.
best team in the division.
Cowboys can either go 10-6 or 7-9. That's how their season's going to go.
I agree
either
with
way.
you. Yes.
So we'll see what happens. You got the Eagles winning the division. Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With or without any resolution to the Elliott situation.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I agree with you. On
I
that.
choose the Beagles.
You
Oh,
choose
I
the
mean the
Beagles?
Eagles.
The Regal Beagle?
The Regal Beagle?
Dude, I saw a
Beagle.
cool T-shirt that said the Regal Beagle.
Right.
Yes, it's like established in the year
Such
that
a
it was
cool
open.
place. John
Dude.
Ritter just
Yeah.
laying it
I
down
grew up
with
on
those
that
two
show, man.
chicks.
Yeah.
Just living with those
Remember
two
they had the
chicks,
different
banging both of them.
They had
I
the
know
different
he was
Chrissy or
banging
whatever.
both of them.
Yeah, right.
Right? Suzanne Summers and the other chick.
And then they had Terry after Chrissy.
Right?
Remember Terry?
Go.
She was hot too.
That's some good shit.
All right, now we're going to get the hell out of here. Appreciate everyone. We'll be back next Tuesday. Jeffrey, thanks for coming down.
Dude, always a fucking pleasure,
Always
my man.
a pleasure,
always
guys.
a pleasure.
Renee-
Love crashing the party.
Renee, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Knocker.
Good show, man.
Yeah, good
That was
show.
fun.
We'll be
Good
back
stuff.
next Tuesday. We love you guys. Get into the Pick'ems League. Fantasy players, welcome. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.